now. Hey, everybody! Woo! Happy Halloween! Okay, it's not quite Halloween yet, but as you can tell, this is our Halloween game, and we're very excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So while we are waiting on our cleric to show up in his genius costume, the rest of us are here. And
Yep.
so what we will do is, first of all, hello everyone. Welcome to our second ever Twitch stream of the STD party. That stands for Small, Terrible, and a Dragonborn. Because they named themselves.
My idea.
Yep, it's totally Volkar's fault. Oh, goodness. This, however, is game 28 for us. So there's a lot of backstory. All of our videos are up on Twitch and YouTube, and you can find us on there. However, let's go down the line with our players. Introduce yourselves, you guys, and tell us about your costume if you have anything you want to say. Go for it, Volkar.
Okay. You want me to introduce myself or my character?
Do your character.
Okay, well, my character is Volkar Black Furnace, also known as Thunderstorm Vol. He is Tal'Dorei's one and only heavy metal bard, and he uses the College of Discord from Xanatar's Lost Notes to everything else. His cousin, who was my first character, introduced him to the STDs, and he now accompanies them and sometimes takes the lead because, he's a bard, he's bold, he rushes in, and sometimes he dies only to be resurrected on the next round by our cleric, thankfully.
We'll see how long your hat lasts.
Yeah, not long. Not long.
It's gonna start. Yep.
Yeah, if I move, it starts like.
Oh, that's actually pretty good though. You got
yeah,
it.
it's not too bad. It's not, yeah.
Go for it. Down the line, guys.
Hi, I'm playing Alicia, the gnome wizard of a party. I don't know what more to say. But like the costume I have now is like kind of like my closet cosplay Alicia, except this shirt is not from my closet. It's from my friend Sam's cosplay closet, because she made it for a Keela cosplay. So can I please just promote her Instagram channel, because
Sure.
Instagram
Yeah, absolutely.
at Samplay Cosplay. She has an amazing knot. Please follow her. I can post her link in the chat because her knot is amazing, and she's also one of my closest friends. So I'm kind of biased.
It's a good bias.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot about my costume. I forgot my costume.
Yes. Oh.
Like, oh my god.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. The Dude Potter is here. Oh wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
We will make him explain that in a second when he comes back.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, anyways.
So yeah. I'm dressed as a pirate because every Halloween since my childhood I've dressed as a pirate. And that's not so much a costume as just how I dress fancy. I'm kind of into the whole Renaissance style. But yeah, pirate. And the hat doesn't fit well over the headset, but there you
But I
go.
love the hat. I mean, seriously.
It's a very cool hat. It cost me like 150.
Holy mother. It's
It's also
amazing hat.
waterproof.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's a legit hat, not just some cheap thing.
Yeah, utilitarian and fashionable.
Yeah.
Especially for a
Oh my
pirate.
god, I'm sorry. I can't.
Oh god.
This is
Oh,
so
God.
cool.
Okay. We'll let him go laugh. Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
Dragonborn.
Hello. I play Neuraxis, so I couldn't dress as a big green dragonborn because that's, not a thing. But I'm a warlock who touches the things you're not supposed to touch, puts on the hats you're not supposed to put on. Somebody's got to do it, right? And it might as well be me.
No, it's really not necessary.
I don't see any of you volunteering. Made a deal with the demon, upset the demon, nearly got killed by the demon, made a deal with a dead god, but not like a Cthulhu dead god. Watch the old stuff; it'll make much more sense.
Cthulhu is not a dead god, he's just sleeping.
He's just sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna be back sooner or later.
Go for it, Hazel.
I play Hazel Sheepsheart. She's a Lycan blood hunter who occasionally turns into a were saber-toothed tiger, and she really likes cookies and sweet things, and she herself is very sweet, but she can also kill a lot of things. Those are kind of her two things. And she has long white hair, which is quite unnatural. And she had that since she was born, and she never really knew why. That's why I'm wearing this wig, which is very hot. And this is the symbol of the Claret Order. It is her goal to eventually officially join one of the Blood Hunter orders. She does not have the symbol on her face, but I had my roommate paint it on there because, otherwise it's just a wig. And big shout out to my roommate if he ever watches this. Thanks for doing this, by the way. 20 minutes before we started, so thanks for that, dude. And looking forward to today.
Yay! Okay. The dude in the room. Oh my god. Go for it, Oren. Introduce yourself, please, and your costume, and explain it.
Yeah, character and
Alright.
costume.
All right, man. Well, I'm like super chill cleric, forge, I guess, or whatever. That's just like your opinion or whatever. Let's see. I'm like a dwarf. Ulrin, I think Ulrin. It's a pretty cool name. Bronze grip. Yeah, that's right. Dwarf family, Craghammer. Let's see.
Holy shit.
My friends call me Dwarf Jesus for reasons, But pretty cool, pretty easy going. I heal people. I worship the All Father, or as some people know him as the Dude Father, which is where my costume is inspired from. I guess it's a thing. It's just that's just what you do. That's so you could call me the Dude Father, Father, the All Father, Moradin. For my friends down in the south, the Deuterino Padre. It's just one of those things. So we should roll some dice or whatever, let's just do this.
Oh my god.
So, to maybe clarify, just a touch, and my hood is crooked, it's driving me nuts. Oren is our cleric. This is a good tip for DMs. When you misspeak, one of your players is going to alight on it, and then turn it into a Halloween costume, potentially. So, it's amazing. I freaking love that. Holy crap. Hello everyone, I'm Hallie the DM. I don't do traditional costumes often, but I love the Raven Queen, so I thought this would be a good excuse to buy a giant feathered half-plague doctor, half-bird mask. We'll see how long it lasts.
Yep.
All right, and then just real quick, we play roughly every 2 weeks. Please take a look at our Twitter. It is at terrible_party. At the top, the pinned tweet is the link to our donation page for Extra Life. So on November 11th, we are going to be playing and trying to raise some money for Extra Life, and they raise money for children's hospitals around the U.S. and around the world. So please give that a look. Our goal is not very high. It's $100. So if you can throw anything our way, and you don't have to wait until November 11th to donate. I've had a couple of people ask me about that. You don't have to wait. You can donate now. Please, help us help some of these sick kids. It's a really great cause. You're probably familiar with it if you know anything about the gaming community. They do a lot of work with gamers all over the world, so thank you very much in advance. And we should, if everyone's ready, get started. Ready? Let's do it. Okay. So, last game, you guys found yourselves in the city of Kymal. And it's a fascinating place. We were joking that it's kind of the Las Vegas of Tal'Dorei. A little bit smaller, but definitely has that feel to it. Lots of casinos, lots of glitzy griminess to it. If you look closely enough at the shiny things, you notice a layer of dirt underneath all of that. You guys traversed through the city. You first came across a familiar face, a tiefling named Kymal, whom you rescued from the maze of Ralashaz just maybe even a week prior. About a week at this point. He was standing on the street corner in the town square, like street preacher style, screaming and ranting and raving about how you guys knew the faces of the true gods and the gods lie. The guards hauled him off. You guys proceeded to cause a spectacle in the middle of the street where the Dragonborn took to the air, where Hazel turned into a tiger. Alicia shot off fireworks. You guys, the bard played a song, the cleric did some stuff, and it got all kinds of nuts. You managed to wheedle your way out of that situation, and then spoke to the guards at the keep where Kymal had been drugged to. And with a good persuasion check, you guys were able to elicit some information that Prudence, the major domo to Jaktor Christian, the Margrave of Kymal, she would be the one in charge of letting this poor guy go, this poor, probably deranged guy, and you would want to find her the following day. You proceeded to go through a bookstore. You bought food, you bought sweets, you went to a casino, you met up with Rue and her identical twin Samantha. Were given a package to deliver to an alchemist at some point as a favor. And then...
I got drugs!
Bring that up. Okay. There's Kymal's kind of known for its criminal underbelly, and drug trade is definitely part of that. Hazel
don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs, kids. PSA, don't do... The STD
Yeah,
say don't do drugs. Horrible. Given this package, said to deliver it to Murdoch. And then Ulrin noticed an interesting thing as you guys were walking around the city, and it was a woman who got pickpocketed, caught the pickpocket, and on her forearm noticed the mark of the Claret Order. Hazel was passed a note. She deciphered that note, and at the end of last game, you guys followed the note to this home, this very rundown, shabby home on the north side of Kymal. The little window on the door was slid open, and you were ushered inside this very, very tiny home. And as you guys enter, you notice a couple of things immediately. The kind of darker-skinned, big, bushy beard man who had been on the roof of the building is now coming around the corner at you as you guys go inside this small home, and he is holding twin swords out. And he's ignoring the rest of you, and he looks right at you, Hazel, and he says, "Who was your trainer? Name her."
Camilla Bishan. Also, hello.
You may enter. And he puts the swords away, steps away, and you watch as that dwarven woman comes around the corner and ushers you all inside and motions for you to shut the door.
Shut the door.
Well, yes, we go in.
Okay. So you guys enter, and as you do, it's a very small, very rundown home. It fits right in with the rest of this poor district of Kymal. They definitely, like the note it said, they definitely didn't want to draw attention to themselves, and they've done well here. There's not much here. The walls are bare. You see actually even little spots in the wooden walls where weather and time have aged it. They haven't bothered to patch it up in any way, shape, or form. There's one window over here with some ratty coverings, just enough to keep the light and any prying eyes out of the window. The table, the chairs, all of the furnishings are very, very bare, very old. There is a fire in the fireplace over here, but it's almost down to cinders at this point. And this woman nods at you, Hazel, and she says, I see you figured it out. Good.
Yeah, totally on my own. Like, there's no help. Don't worry. And I give him a little thumbs up sign.
Little help from your friends, right? This is you get a better look at her now. She has stripped away the cloak. She's down to her breastplate and the rest of her armor. You do notice that when she was sitting, she came around the corner, she was kind of fussing with something on a table, and it is a rather ornate, beautifully made longbow that it looks like she was restringing. Alrin, you gotta look at the swords. I can't even with him right now.
Yeah.
Our cleric is not like this. Our player is funny. So there you go. Our cleric is a very serious person. Oh my god. The swords and the longbow, you instantly recognize the craftsmanship of these. These were made in the metalworks in Craghammer.
Oh dear. Like, by his family kind of made, or...
By his family.
Oh, God.
So, like, if Ulrin, like, you know, notices,
Okay.
like, or whatever, like, I'm assuming,
Jesus Christ.
you know,
Damn it, the intro's over. Come back, we need you.
the dude father is just kind of like puppeteering like this character. Like, I don't really understand this game or whatever, but if like it's made by his family, like he'd probably like notice and like look at it and see if he can see like who made it. Like, was it his, or like would he know?
You don't even need to roll for that. It's not yours. You do know that some of your cousins who had a high level of interest in helping out, quote unquote, with the metalworks, who were a little more ambitious, perhaps. This looks to be their handiwork. There is an ornateness, a very particular pattern of the carvings on these swords, his twin long swords, and the longbow that you notice to be their handiwork. However, that work has definitely come along in its process. It's more refined now. This looks to be the work of a master craftsman, which none of your cousins were quite at that level the last time you saw them. And there is I'm going to have you make an Arcana check. And I'll have
Ooh,
Volkar
Arcana.
and Elysia make one as well.
Ooh. Arcana.
Arcana?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a
Uh,
9.
9,
That's a 16.
16, 18.
18.
Okay. So, Volkar, I mean, they're pretty.
Yeah.
Ulrin and Elysia, they're highly enchanted. Highly enchanted. You get waves of it. Even it's the enchantment on these, they are different enchantments, are so strong that just your natural recognizance for magic, you just kind of get this little tingle on your radar, but you don't know the nature of the enchantments.
And I'm just like not paying attention at all.
Yeah, they're pretty. I mean, it is very fine dwarven craftsmanship for sure.
Yeah. Like, oh,
Would,
they're nice.
Would I know if anybody from Crackhammer could like imbue stuff or like enchant stuff?
I mean, there are some folks, you were very focused on your work when you lived there, so, and the way the guilds guard their secrets, who knew what, for sake of competition, would be difficult to ferret out unless you want to go home and ask. Difficult with an exile.
Oh, yeah. Just poke fun at the clip.
Yep. But it's...
I'm not having a mental breakdown right now because of gods.
Not at all, right? So it's something to note that you definitely recognize the craftsmanship of these weapons. So Hazel, this woman, she introduces herself as Teresa Dulamar. She is the head of the Claret Order, and she knows of you because Camilla wrote to her about you.
She's the head of the Claret Order.
She is.
Holy shit! I bow immediately in front of her, which is something you don't see Hazel do a whole lot. She's usually not one for protocol or something, but I just do a bow because I've heard that's what you do.
She just kind of shakes her head and says, "There's no need. We don't stand on formality. Clearly, in the environment we're in, we're not worried about those types of things right now."
I just made it as a sign of respect.
It's appreciated, but not needed. Jorik, in. And you see the man with the twin swords throws another bolt on the door, puts his hand on the door, and you watch a glyph, and Elysia would recognize it as a glyph of warding, light up on the door. And then he kind of leans against the wall and just watches all of you. He's a very imposing human man, quite tall, about 6'5", very sturdily built, definitely seems to know his way around armor and weapons. There's just a poise to him that you're like, yeah, maybe I don't want to fuck with that guy. So, you found us. Good. Camilla, I'm assuming, told you about the deaths of some of the Lycan Order.
Yes, she did. She also showed me the... Do I have the message that she showed? The one where it said, Mass, they're looking for more.
You would have that, yes.
Okay, I'll also hold it out to her.
Okay. She's actually going to check it. Oh, it's not bad. Yeah, it's... Camilla had addressed this difficulty. I was hoping you might perhaps assist us with something. Consider it a part of your trial for potential entrance.
Hazel looks very seriously and she says, I will do whatever it takes, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it.
I was hoping you would say that. Follow me. And she leads you over into this room here, flings open a trapdoor, and says, we need to go into the cellars. Follow me. And she makes her way down the ladder that's there.
Right.
I'm following too.
Okay.
All right.
I'm assuming we're all supposed to go, so...
Yeah, I kind of wanted to ask her.
Yeah, she hasn't said otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at Ron and I'm like, let's go.
I think I grab Hazel's shoulder. I'm like, you're sure about this, right? Like, I get this is important, but you're sure?
I trust them. I mean, I also assume, I would also, do I get a sense from them, as in, somehow, a smell, or, the thing how I could kind of sense with the woman that they are blood hunters or lichens.
Okay. Go ahead and make that perception check with advantage, because you're using your sense of smell, and you get advantage on that. As I drop all my stuff.
17.
Nice. Okay. So I'll give you Jorik is his name, the tall man with the swords.
Uh-huh.
He has not an animal scent to him. It is you almost recognize it like what you get off of Neuraxis when he's casting. There is a kind of an ozone, electric charged scent to him. Highly magical, not a lichen.
Huh?
Of another order. You've not really, and you don't have a lot of experience with the order outside the lichens. So, gauging what that might be, I mean, you're gonna ask him, but you're not sure. Teresa, totally different scent on her. She smells like death. Like moss and cold stone and death.
Hmm.
Oh, let's see. Do I get the sense that they're blood hunters?
Oh yeah,
Okay, good.
most
That
definitely.
is basically what I
You know,
needed. Okay.
you notice the scars similar to what you bear when you activate your Crimson Rite.
Okay, I see.
They definitely have markings all over their skin.
You didn't bow to the wrong person.
Okay, cool. I turn to Norexus and I say, I trust him.
And the other thing I will tell you is that, I mean, she clearly, now that she's pulled back her tunic a little bit, she has that Claret Order tattoo that you saw on Camilla and Mizrae. And you notice it on Jorik, it's actually poking out of the top of his armor. So right on his collar here, yeah. They seem to have different placements, possibly depending on the order they belong to. Okay, so she leads you down. You guys head down. And he is going to post up guard again. And you guys should be able to move around if you can't move your thing. So Hazel is going to get her tattoo on her face. Yep!
That is not canon yet.
It's like getting
They're
a
called
tattoo when you're drunk.
tokens.
Yes.
She's going to get high on drugs and then
Tattooing!
come back. Look what I did! In case you guys didn't notice on Twitch, mature audiences, because we curse a fuck ton.
Fuck.
Fuck!
Fuck.
Okay, fuck.
Shit.
Fuck.
God damn it. Alright, so Teresa brings you over. She has brought her bow down. She did grab it from the table and brought it down with her. And she brings you to a closed door that has, it looks like a prison door. It has the iron bar window on the top that's only about yay big. And she raps on the door with a fist. Quentin, get over here. You watch as a human man, probably in his late 40s, bedraggled as all hell. He looks like he's been through some shit. He's got a couple of, not fresh wounds, but scabbed over wounds on his face. He's got a shorn head, no armor, just a, kind of a threadbare tunic that you can see through the window. And he peers out at all of you. Decide to let me go yet? She just laughs. She turns to you, Hazel, and she says, that man is supposed to be dead. Camilla's
Why isn't he?
lieutenant, who was supposed to be dead, whom she found dead, that's him.
And why is he not dead anymore? Or at least talking and walking around? Is he a zombie?
Not so much. And even Quentin kind of chuckles dryly at that. He's like, I'd be better off. He's shivering a little bit. He's not been kept in the best conditions. And Teresa leans back against the wall and she says, he won't talk. We've had him for weeks here and he won't talk. See what you can get out of him.
Okay.
Norexus just looks at Volcar like,
Why are you looking at me like that?
She says,
we
I
have
can
a
give you
drill for this. What are you looking
bad cop. There
Yeah,
you go.
sir.
She says, I can give you context, but see what you can get out of him first.
Okay. Let's do this.
She steps back. She says,
Yeah.
here's the key. She gives you the key for the door. He
Context,
has no
please.
weapons. He's not dangerous right now. If he transforms, just hit him.
Oh, okay. I step up to the bars and I'm like, hello.
You see two hands, and the skin is cracked and worn. His nails are broken and dirty. You do notice there's a little bit of a gray pallor to his skin, and he kind of wraps his hands around the bars and looks down at you.
He's a human?
Mm-hmm. Human man. What do you want?
I want context.
You can ask.
Why are you not dead?
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, I'm Hazel. And this this is a pointer on this Neuraxis, and this is Elijah, and this is Volka, and that is Ulrin. He's really chill right now. For some reason.
He got into Hazel's drug stash.
Oh my goodness.
And wait, did she say he worked for Camilla?
That is, and you would remember this. So as the DM, I will tell you this. That is her lieutenant. That is the man she trusted, and when she went back to their basically their hideout in the Grey Valley, she found him and 2 recruits and another Lycan dead.
Okay.
And tracked their killers back, and then burned their bodies, supposedly. Supposedly they're all dead, and this guy's alive.
Hmm.
I met Camilla recently, I say to him, and she's fine, by the way. I'm sure she'll be really happy to hear that you're not dead. She was very sad about that.
You're not getting anything from this guy.
He's not in it. Oh, damn it.
Nope. He's just staring at you. Oh, shit.
Friendliness and cuteness are my only 2 things I can do.
Oh, shit.
Well, if she just stares, like if he's just staring at Hazel,
Yep.
I'm just gonna like sit my hammer down, just kind of. Oh, I see you move her out of there. Okay.
Yeah. Well, she stepped back. She moved out of the way. To let you guys have a crack at it.
I'm just gonna like set my hammer down, kind of like with a thud to get his attention.
Okay.
And then I'll just like look up at him and start casting it.
Oh shit.
And
Okay.
just like snap my fingers and point at him.
Charisma
and-
save.
It's pretty much, I'm gonna center it to where it takes up pretty much his whole cell.
Shit. All right. Charisma save. What's your DC?
D 15.
15, and he has disadvantage because he is ill.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Double force.
Yay.
Not even close. Not
Wow.
even close. Okay, so he super failed that. Yeah, Zone of Truth is up.
Cool.
Okay.
Now we
And
just
I'll
need
just
to
look
make
over
him
to
talk.
Hazel. I'll just look over to Hazel and be like, "Oh, there you go. He should be truthful from now on. So you have about 10 minutes."
All right,
Okay.
let's do this.
All right.
Okay. I guess I opened the cell.
Okay.
I have no plan whatsoever.
You do see, as you open it, you do see Teresa pull her bow and knock an arrow and just point the arrow down at the ground. She's ready. Just in case this guy pulls shit.
You want me and Volkar to have a word? What do you want to know?
Basically, like why he's still alive and like what happened to him after he supposedly died and who killed him before he died and came back.
Okay.
I'll give it a try. Like, just stay in the back and like do the talking if I fail miserably at this. I kind of feel like I have to prove something here, and like, not gonna lie, I really wish it wasn't talking to a person that they would test at first.
Just like stands behind her, like draws himself way up, like, just staring, like just answer the questions. Like,
Okay.
you be nice to my friend, like you. Like,
Are you just staring him down, Alicia?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure you guys are all. So you guys are kind of all placed around this door that she just opened.
Yep.
I actually do want to like whisper to Elijah and Volkar and ask if they have any way to maybe see if there's something magical about this dude, like maybe some kind of magic that is keeping him alive or something. If they can try
I just
to
look at
detect
Elijah.
something like that.
Have you had a short rest during the last day?
I mean, you guys woke up,
Didn't we,
and came right here. So
Did we?
didn't we
Did
have
we-
like a short rest in the cookie cabin and then we came
Yeah.
here?
Because we didn't
Yeah.
sleep. We didn't have a long rest.
oh yeah, because this is the evening.
oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
No,
That's
we
right.
didn't long rest.
But I would just like short rest because I need to use flash recall because I don't have detect magic
okay.
prepared.
We
Yeah,
had
I
dinner,
mean,
so
sure.
Sure. Okay.
Sure.
Let's
Why not?
switch this Yeah, I'll cast Detect Magic. And
Interesting.
probably get closer.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and sneak forward.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. You're small enough. When you opened the door, Hazel, he just kind of retreated back into the cell and sat down on the bed.
Yeah, still within range.
Okay. You guys get a better look at him. This is a big guy. He's very burly, bulging arms. You can see all the veins down his arms. He's got like weightlifter veins. Definitely a gray pallor to him. He's ill. He's coughing. You see a little bit of like dried spit on the side of his mouth. He's not been mistreated, but he's not been, left in the lap of luxury. He's a prisoner. And you guys do sense that both of these guys kind of just move up. They're just ready in case this guy decides to pull shit. He doesn't look like he's capable of it, though. Detect Magic. He's a lichen.
Yeah.
You get that blood magic off of him that you're familiar with from Hazel. Not the same as her, but there's no necromancy on him.
No.
No raised dead, no undead. Yeah, it's just a guy.
I'll
Can
whisper
I-
that to Hazel.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, Ulrich.
thank you.
Can I medicine check from here just to see what he's diseased with, or what kind of condition it is, and see if it's something normal or if it's just from him being weak and in the cell, or
You know what? I'll give it to you.
or is this something
He's
I could tell from here?
Yeah, he's just weak.
Okay, it's not like a disease
No,
or something.
it's not like
weird.
he's got
Okay.
boils or that his eyes are super bloodshot. He's been a prisoner from, according to Teresa, for weeks. And
Okay,
they've
I
not
just didn't
been-
want one of us to catch something and then we all get it, and then because we
Yeah.
didn't get our flu shots,
I just did that.
I know I did too.
It hurts like a mother. Yeah, he's just ill and bedraggled and yeah.
Okay.
Bedraggled, got it. He's caught the bedraggled. That's the word.
The very rare disease.
They don't have a shot for that yet.
So,
Okay, I'll unlock the door with the key and step into the cell, and then I'll not lock the door, but I'll close it behind me and
oh shit. Okay. Is anyone else going in with her?
I give them how I just wait here for a bit, and if things go bad, then you all know what to do.
Okay. And just remember, zone of tooth. Really? Fuck me.
Zone of teeth.
Zone of teeth.
Oh god!
Fuck my life.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
What have we done?
This is mask. You guys don't pick on me. No, that's fine. Alright. I'm gonna have to make a new spell now called Zone of Teeth. Because that's
Zone of teeth.
Oh, they look this is so disgusting.
They're not just Hunger of Hadar.
Yeah, right.
Basically, yeah. Zone of Truth is up and the time is ticking down on that, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I just and I walk a bit closer to him, but
Okay.
I don't walk right next to him.
Okay.
And does he also seem he seems a bit sick and probably also a bit malnourished from being
Again, yes, not mistreated
not
necessarily,
mistreated.
but yeah, it's not like they went in and beat him every day, but they also haven't, they've been feeding him and letting him use the facilities, basically, and that's about it.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god. Now I gotta hazel this. Alright. I reach into my pouch and I pull out okay, I pull out the first copy. the cover who stole my heart.
Oh my
That I got,
god.
that I already read, but then I got again because I bought the entire series. And I take a sweet of the bunch of sweets that I got at the festival, a little treat, and I take that too, and I put that gingerly on the bed next to him, and then I step away again.
Like a rabid animal.
No,
Oh
not
my
like a
God.
rabbit animal. I'm trying to give him his space. I'm not
Okay, okay.
disgusting. I'm trying to I'm trying to like establish a bond here.
Okay.
Look,
Alright.
I'm not good at this.
Okay, no, that's totally fair.
This is what Hazel does.
Okay.
And like,
It's
I don't
true.
want to like corner him. Like
Okay.
I'll like stand at the foot of the bed and like just put it on the bed. And I'm like, in case you might want to read something in here, I really like this series, and you probably don't get a lot of entertainment in here. But may I ask, why did they exactly lock you up in here? I mean, you're a member of the Order too, aren't you? He doesn't give me anything.
Yeah, you see, you can't read my face in this.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's contemplation on his face for a second. He's looking at you very closely. Camilla hated to leave you, She didn't
I
want to leave
hated
you
it
in
did
the
she left
woods.
me.
She's very fond of you.
I'm very fond of her too. And I don't blame her. She didn't have a choice. She had to go fight, and I wasn't ready yet. Did she train you too?
She did.
Hmm.
A long time ago.
She's really good at it, isn't she?
She
But a
is.
bit strict sometimes, I whispered to him.
I am not... I'm fond of her. I am not fond of the Order and what it represents.
Oh. But she told me that the Order represents fighting for good and protecting the innocents from the things they can't protect themselves from. Isn't that good?
It is, but why shouldn't we be honored? Why do our skills and the things that we accomplish, the people we save, and rightfully so, why shouldn't we be recognized for that? I've never understood why the Order wants to be so secretive about everything.
Yeah. Volkar Earring Disc is going to step inside
Okay.
and gonna be like, you know what? I agree completely with you. Good deeds should be recognized. Thing is, your average farmer or villager, they don't like people who turn into big monsters. Scary for them. So the whole secret thing, it's for your own safety, I think.
But we
He's
damaged ourselves by keeping us secret for so long. We could have had acceptance. We could have worked at it.
Yeah, could you really though? I mean, you know how people are. Sooner or later they would turn on you. I mean, I'm not saying that I know what it's like, but I'm a bard. I know plenty of stories where heroes get turned up on when they're no longer useful or things like that. Imagine you turn into a monster, you save the village, cool, the villagers are happy. But then village is safe for a while, you stick around, and then someone's land get devoured and they accuse you.
He's right. We should not like stick around places for too long. You know what happens when you cannot always control it, can you?
I find it difficult to believe that we couldn't have worked for it. Even if it had failed, we never tried.
That's a fair point.
We never tried, and he yells out, "We never tried, Teresa! You never let us try! Fuck your Order!"
Yeah, that's a fair point, but getting angry at your own people, how is that gonna help?
I found
Is
someone
that
who
what
would-
you why you're in there?
I found
Is that
someone who
because you
would give us
disagree?
acceptance. If the
Is that
Order
just-
wouldn't give it, I sought it out.
Is that the same person who killed your friend, your colleagues, and the other members of the Order? Is that the person who can give you acceptance?
Hell, I hope not.
Tiger, right. Where, Tiger?
Yup.
They fear you. Because we never worked at it. Your friends, I guarantee you, some tiny part of their minds fears you. And that shouldn't happen.
That's good, because they should.
Hell
Because
yeah, we
they-
should. She's very good at killing.
It's because they see what I'm capable of. There's no shame in that. Like, they should be afraid.
It should be
It's
there's
only
nothing
natural.
more abnormal than a warlock making a deal with a demon.
Oh, he's scary too. Hell, I'm scary.
Uh-oh.
But that doesn't mean we can't get along.
I never said that. You should be accepted. And whoever doesn't accept you, then you seek it out. You take it.
How do I seek out acceptance? Like, I don't think if you force someone to accept you, that's true acceptance. I think then you just make them fear you, and I've seen people who tried to do that recently, in a village, and that never works out for you. That only leads to a lot of bloodshed and innocent lives lost. You can't force acceptance.
Do yourself a favor. Don't get wrapped up with the order. And he just kind of leans back against the wall and crosses his arms.
Well, do yourself a favor and tell us what's really going on here.
Why, even if you don't agree with the order, that's no excuse or that's no good reason for just killing the people you worked with for so long. Like, and I'm not saying you did, but why are members of the orders dying? Do you know anything about that? Why were you dead? If you were really dead. Do you want to see the same happen to Camilla?
He's not answering.
I think Neuraxis, you like hear the door to the cell and just see the shadow of him come in. Like takes 2 paces past Volkar. Answer the question, traitor. Just spits on the floor.
Fuck.
Oh,
Okay.
now
All right.
the scary warlock is angry now.
Uh-oh. Okay. Go ahead and make an intimidation check for me. Do so with advantage with
Sure.
Sound of Truth up. Time is running out on that too. Already you can feel it start to wane a little bit.
Where are you? The creepy new thing gives me advantage. 18.
18! Hold on.
Like there's something wrong with his eyes when he says it. Like
Not even close. Okay. He glares at you, Neuraxis, but there's almost an acceptance of like, okay, this guy's gonna fucking kick my ass if I don't say something. He doesn't want to dance with the scary Dragonborn. Our fate as Lycans is not a curse. That is what the Order teaches us. It's not a curse. It is power. It is raw, honest power given to us by the Great Hunter. We should relish in that. We should take it and use it and be looked at as heroes.
No, like I said, you should technically, yes, but it scares people.
And because we never fought for acceptance, that is why we are feared. And I found acceptance.
Oh, come on. The moment you start fighting for acceptance, you see, there's the wrong word. You're fighting for acceptance. That is gonna cause more fear because it puts you like out there in the world,
What am I
right?
supposed to do? Wait for it passively to come and then die before it ever happens?
No, you're supposed to accept that people are afraid. See, acceptance goes both ways, dumbass. Now, I've
That is
been
not how
doing
that
this
works.
nicely out of respect for Hazel here. But if it's not my Dragonborn friend who messes you up, it's gonna be me. And trust me, even in your super raw power form, I can break your arms easily.
He can.
So
But
talk.
before that, I give like Walker a sign to thank you, but like I want to try something, and I like step in front of the dude,
Okay.
and I like want to make
Yeah.
direct eye contact with him, and I like, can you tell me about the first time you transformed? What did that feel like?
A long moment where he's very quiet, and then you see his eyes kind of flash yellow, and he says, I was out in the woods hunting. We were poor and there was no food and the crops were bad, and I waited and nothing came by, nothing big enough to feed all of us, and I just remember this. It was like everything stopped. The trees, the leaves stopped moving, the birds stopped, the crickets stopped. And then I just remember running. Faster than I could ever run. Like the wind carried me. And I found plenty to eat that night.
You were lucky that it happened while you were out in. That's good. The first time that I transformed it was at my family's farm. And it was a full moon, and I was about 14 years old. And I was really lucky because my family wasn't at home because they went to the market, and I stayed back to take care of the farm. And I was like in the kitchen and just getting everything ready, making a meal for them when they would return the next day. And then I just felt this. And I just looked out the window and I looked at the full moon, and I just felt this incredible pain sear up within me. And I didn't know what was happening or what was going on. And yeah, I guess pretty similar to you. And then I just started running. And I also found plenty of things to eat. They weren't in the woods, so I made my way over to the sheep's barn where we kept our livestock, and that went pretty badly. Like one of our sheep just had a baby a couple of weeks before, and I remember I was really happy about that, and I knew all the sheeps by name, and yeah, but that didn't stop me. So, and that was just the start. And I remember that night quite well, and I remember the one thing that I'm always happiest about was that my family wasn't there that night, because I know that if I'd made my way to the room of my two little brothers, they would have ended up like the sheep. And that is the reason why we cannot just unleash this power and revel in it. Because it's not power, it's madness. And it's not you, and it's not what you want to do. And that is, I think, why the Order exists. And I don't know the Order that well, actually. I'm not a member yet. Camilla told me just a few things. I don't know how things are done in the Order. Maybe there are things they're doing that are not good the way they are, and they could do a better job at it. But I do know that there's a danger within us that needs to be contained. But I've also recently learned that that it's not maybe something we need to be ashamed about. Because I found people who accepted me despite that. And if I can, then I believe you and the others can as well. But I do know that just forcing that and just letting it all out without any measure of control is not the way to go.
Go ahead and make another persuasion check for me, Hazel. Do so with advantage. He's not gonna freaking resist that.
Oh god. Oh, 18 plus. I think that's a minus. Oh yeah, that's a 17 still.
Okay, no, that's
Wow.
all right.
Pretty good for me.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. With the culmination of the rolls and Neuraxis willing to kick ass and Volkar willing to like absolutely pummel this guy if need be, he's starting to you see, and Zone of Truth wears off, but he's starting to kind of break down at this point. And him being a prisoner, all of this is now against him at this point, and he gives you a name. Mazui. And you do know that that is half of the name on that scrap of paper. I'll put it in the chat for you guys. He is not like us, but like us. He wants acceptance. He wants people to not fear him, and we we bonded over that. He can disguise himself if need be. You and I walk around in these forms when we aren't animals. He can walk around and look human, but he is Yuan Ti. Purebred. Pure-blooded, but still, people fear him. And we found a commonality in that. And he showed me truth. He showed me truth.
And that truth was worth the lives of your brethren.
It was. If a few have to die for the truth, then so be it.
Yeah, Neuraxis punches him.
Okay, go for it. Make an unarmed strike.
As soon as it's like, it's fine for the men that you swore an oath to. There's just a single like clanking step, and then just
Make the unarmed strike with advantage. Yes, Volkar.
Can I prevent that?
You can try. You can go for a grapple.
I mean, he's talking. It's not the time to punch.
Okay, so
no. What he
Neuraxis
said
gonna
is
try to
unacceptable.
swing. Let's solve the grapple first. So
Yeah.
contested strength
Okay.
checks, please,
Or
from
should
you
we
guys.
initiative or?
Nah.
Strength or athletics?
Okay.
Make it athletics. So contested athletics for you guys. Since
Sure.
I know you're both strong. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah. Where is athletic?
better
Or
than a
even
9.
I don't want to have athletic.
Oh shit! Son!
Oh, God,
Natural 20.
so I guess like the
With-
clank gives him away. He like starts to move.
Pretty
Check
much.
of all trade.
Okay.
I'm
so
just
you
like grab him with one hand.
grab his arm. Okay, yeah, Neuraxis, he has an iron grip on you right now.
Just like just staring at you, like the eyes like, do the crit like the Jurassic Park like now. It's like
I'm like, come on, he's talking, at least. Though it should be noted that the truth is pretty relative. This Yuan Ti told you the truth that he wanted you to know.
I want to.
He
I want to
showed
ask-
me.
Okay, he showed you the truth he wanted. That's it.
he
I
let
want to
people
look at
die.
him.
He
Okay.
made a promise.
Uh-oh.
I want to ask him, would it be worth Camilla's life too?
Yes.
I go and
I let go of Naraxis with that.
I
Hazel's
want
like
to,
already done it. It's just...
yeah, I want to like reach out,
Okay.
and if I can do that, kind of like start to transform my arm,
Oh,
like
fuck. All right.
my hand, so I can, and I want to like kind of grab his throat and pin him against the wall. I mean, I will fully transform for that if I have to. I mean, I realize it doesn't really work because I'm so small, kind of. So like,
Okay.
but like I kind of like just want to like go for his throat.
Are
Nothing
you gonna
simple,
let
not
Naraxis
feeling
come in and haymaker him?
Yeah, if he wants to do that, yes.
Okay.
Like he
Because
doesn't
I'm
slow
still
down.
really tiny.
You like hold him in place, just a fist at the top. Like,
Okay. Okay. So all at once, Volcar. As soon as you feel Naraxis tense, you let him go. Hazel goes for this guy's throat.
Not even that. As soon as he says yes, I let go.
Okay, perfect. All right. So this happens just bam, 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 and you, Alicia and Ulrin, you guys watch Teresa and Yorick kind of like they're watching this. She's watching very intently. She's almost studying what's happening here. Hazel, I will, for flavor's sake, because we're not really in combat, and it's not like this guy's going to put up resistance, I'll let you do one hand into a claw. I'll let you go for that. And then, Naraxis, go ahead and do an unarmed strike with advantage, please. Now you get your unarmed strike.
The rule of cool is in effect. Holy shit.
I assume I'm proficient with my own hands.
Ooh.
I don't... So what is it? Strength and...
Would be strength and proficiency, yes.
So... 16 and 3, so plus 6. Oh my god.
God.
What are you?
With advantage?
Wow,
Yeah, they're
double
both ones.
Okay, so, I mean, this guy has no armor on. He's still a big guy. Hazel's
probably
got
just-
him. Yeah, you kind of just, you glance it off his head. You almost, like, there was hesitation at that last moment, like, maybe I should just let Hazel do this. And you kind of just, like, clock him in the temple, but not hard enough to do... I'll let him take a point of damage. He doesn't have many hit points right now anyways.
It's more to, like, be disrespectful than to hurt him at this point, so it's like...
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like a
okay.
slap, but with the end closed.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. You have him now. He's
Yeah. I want to, like, you know, have it on his throat so that he can still talk, but, like, make sure what's my intent, and I, like, want to get it close to him as possible, and I want to, like, kind of growl through my teeth and say, tell me where I can find Masui now. Do it kind of growlingly.
Celestian's gift in the Underdark. The goat is there. He has an army. You'll never make it.
How do we get there?
You have to go through either through the mountain or through Craghammer.
I kind of want to glance at Ulrin and see, kind of like questioningly, do you know where that is? I kind of like look to Ulrin and want to see what his reaction is to that.
Yeah, I know where it is because it is direct. Like we drilled
Yeah.
into it essentially. So I just kind of like
You
I just
also
kinda, like,
know it is
nod.
extremely dangerous to try to get there. There are things that dwell in the dark far more dangerous than Duragar.
yeah. The Underdark is no cool place.
Yeah.
And it is weeks long to get anywhere in the Underdark, and that's if you don't get lost.
And Volcar wouldn't know that too, I imagine.
Oh,
but
yeah.
but he's just like, that wouldn't be our first army. Which is technically true, but you know.
I'm going to release my grip on his throat and just like step back from him and I just like look at him and say, "You really should give that book a read. It's pretty good." And then I like
He
motion to
grabs
Neurexis.
for you. He's trying to grab for you. Not in an aggressive way. He's very weak. He's just trying to grab your arm. Do you let him?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be an aggressive thing. Okay, he grabs your wrist. His hand is sweaty and clammy. And he just grabbed onto your wrist. And he's, kill me. If you don't kill me, kill me.
Aren't you gonna come back again? How did that even happen?
Does he?
I faked my death. Kill me.
Oh.
Does he have also a symbol of the order on him?
Yes. Well, you wouldn't see it.
Okay.
Decent guess, and
I
it's
was just
probably
wondering.
in the same place as the other lichens.
Okay.
It's on his butt.
Yeah.
He was that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Tramp stamp. Yep.
I glance over to Teresa, and then I look back at him and I say, "I'm sorry, but that is not my decision. You made a vow," and I like take my risk from him.
Okay. He tries to grab for you, and it just not. He's just too weak. He can't do it again. He expended what little strength he had to make that lunge to try to grab at you.
I give a sign to Neurexis, and we'll cut it. We should leave.
Okay.
Rex just says something like unconscionably offensive in info. So like a curse upon like him and everything he's ever touched turns to dust or whatever. Like just something like truly horrific, and then he just walks away.
Okay. All right.
I just glance at the guy and I say, "Thank you for your cooperation," and I walk out.
Oh fuck! That was somehow almost worse.
Yeah.
And I lock the door again, and I give the key back to Teresa.
Okay. She pockets it and nods at you and says, "Huh. I had a feeling something was going on." And she gives you the context now you were looking for. And I would narrate this, but it basically tells you that after Camilla had told her what had happened supposedly happened to him, the others are very dead. Teresa came back and started to work on ferreting out information on exactly who had committed these murders. While all of that was going on, they came back to Kymal from a hunt, came back into the city and saw Quentin in an alley talking to a hooded figure. Which of course she's like, wait a second, you're supposed to be dead. And they saw an exchange happen. Something was handed over from him, some kind of parchment. He was given a dagger, and she proceeds to give you the dagger, and it is that same metal that you have been picking up on daggers off of you on T-Body since this thing began. And she puts it on the table beside you guys, and she says, "It's Arendor. It's an extremely rare metal that's only found in Marquette. And it's supposedly, it's rare. It's extremely rare, but the biggest thing about it is that you can't find it anymore. It's metal that was mined out from beneath the sand, and the old stories say that it was the metal of the gods. And when you paired it with pure obsidian, it would make blades that wouldn't crack. It would make armor that would never shatter. And then you could enchant it. You can put pure arcane magic on it. But you can't. Yeah, everyone's making notes. But you can't find pure obsidian anymore. It's been mined out generations ago. So while the metal is certainly useful and we could probably find ways to reforge it and remake it into other weapons, because I certainly don't want anything to do with a Yuan T dagger. If we could find pure obsidian, that would be priceless.
Is the dagger enchanted, or is it just...
No, it is very strong. It's basically impossible to break. There's a lot going on in the chat, y'all. I'm just saying. There's a lot happening over here. And she says, but we have no any obsidian, quote unquote, that you find now has veins of other stone running through it. So paired together, this would be unstoppable. But
I see Ulrin taking notes and looking very interested. So I inspect the dagger, and I mean, I guess she's giving the dagger to me.
She is,
so.
yes. It's wicked looking, yeah. It's the same kind of dagger you saw before. Every one of these daggers has a slight, just like the ones you have in the bag, they have a slight twist on them. The blade might be a little longer, a little shorter. This one has really wicked teeth cut into one side of the blade. It's almost like a sawtooth blade. The hilt is just black leather. There's nothing ornate about it. It's actually even a little worn. And that metal has that kind of oily rainbow shimmer to it, like an oil slick when you turn it in the light. It's about it's almost a Bowie knife size. It's less of a dagger and more of like a Bowie knife.
This could go really well with your outfit, just as an accessory. But I'll probably hand the dagger to Ulrin because he seems quite eager to maybe study it. Plus, we already have some, so.
Okay. She tells you then that she followed Quentin for a couple of days and then eventually caught up to him, clocked him over the head, and this is where he's been since. And since I don't take to traitors, I'm going to have to figure out what to do with him.
Well, he did mention wanting to die.
I overheard that.
Not that I'm in favor or anything, but it's your call.
I'll have to think on it. I'm not fond of, even if he is a traitor, and he is one, I'm not fond of putting one of our order to death. We would have to go about it very carefully.
Yeah.
And obviously far outside the city. But.
Plus, there's been enough death in your order as far as I heard.
Agreed. And there are few enough of us that I'm not fond. I could just let him rot here. That would be punishment. I don't know. We'll have to see. And Yorick, who has not really spoken up this entire time, just grunts and says, well, we could let him transform and then let him go up against something far larger and more frightening. That's always an option. True death. A warrior's death. Not that he deserves it.
Yeah, at the mention of that, Rex says, even traitors should die on their feet.
He just nods at you. I agree. So she's you see her contemplating, you see Teresa contemplating all of this. It's for another time.
You could even let him try and go out and get acceptance, see where it goes, how it ends.
That'll get him an arrow in the eyeball faster than anything.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Yeah. But let's...
Those could harm a few more people before, so don't think that's such a good idea.
Just as if you don't mind, I'd rather not spend more time down here.
Yeah.
If we can avoid it. Okay. So she'll move you back up, and I'll move you guys back up to the top. There we go. You guys can move yourselves around. You see Yorick starts... Oh, the fireplace over here. Goes over to the fireplace and starts making... Looks like he's making tea. She sits down. Good. You got more out of him than I expected. Not that it'll be able to do much for you, but you may find use of it should you decide that you want to go to Celestian's Gift. I don't know the way, and I really don't know if I can afford to make the trip now. We've had more of the Order go missing. At least now I know who's responsible.
Next time you want to get something out of someone, try the old good guard, bad guard routine. It's always worked well for us.
I was never good at that.
Someone has to be good.
That's kind of the problem, isn't it?
That's Hazel.
This is true.
I look at Teresa and say, I'll go. I made a promise to Camilla that I would go and take care of this for her.
That kind of austere, cold veneer she's had the whole time, you see it break down a little bit, and for the first time she smiles, and she puts her hand on your shoulder. She's a pretty sturdy dwarf, And she says, I take this. And she goes over to a chest and she pulls out a beautiful warhammer. Stunning. One of the most gorgeous weapons any of you has ever seen in your entire life. Ulrin, same craftsmanship as the swords and the longbow. This was Quentin's. He won't have use of it now. And we've done what we could to break the blood bond on it. So you may, at the very least, take it with you. It may be valuable in one way or another, trade or information. But I have no use of it. It was his weapon, and until we can... I can't find it a new owner, so take it. It's heavy.
Yeah, I take it and I try to look as dignified and serious as I can, but at the same time I'm like, I like go over to Ulrin and try to be as ceremoniously as I can, but still my knees are a bit wobbly because this thing is so heavy. It's probably like twice the size of me.
It is.
So like
huge.
I hold it to Ulrin and I like try to look very seriously, but you can see my arm shaking. I'm like, take it. Please take it. Out of the corner of my mouth.
I'll take it and
Okay.
I'll check it over and see what all it's about. Kind of spend some time with it and
Okay. Do you want to
identify it.
You want to cast as a ritual? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. It is a dwarven adamantine warhammer. It is enchanted with blood magic. There is
Yikes.
it's fragmented, and as you're looking at it, you can almost see the threads of this bond, but they're very thin. It's like a dark black crimson energy that comes off of this weapon. You've never encountered anything quite like this before. And when she'd mentioned blood bond, you get a sense now of how that kind of works, and it has ties back to Quentin. It's his weapon, no one else can wield it, but that bond is so thin at this point, you think it could, maybe just with time, that bond could be broken. And then it could potentially be repurposed.
Is that the only like enchantment on it? Is that blood bond
yes,
thing?
Yes, it is a +1 adamantine warhammer. Trying to look at my notes. Oh. The other thing you recognize, can't believe I forgot this. The other thing that you recognize is an energy you've encountered before. There is a fragment of a soul attached to this weapon.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It's just a piece. It's not necessarily sentient. And as you look over at Teresa and you look at Yorick, their weapons both have that same energy.
Oh, is it part of the bond thing, maybe?
There are souls, pieces of souls attached to these weapons.
Do I have an idea of like whose soul or what? Like, is it? Are they like similar souls on all the weapons, or is it like an individual?
Different. They're very different energy signatures, for lack of a good phrase. This one has the heart. It's almost like a heartbeat pulsation on it. It's very thin, very reedy now. As you see the blood bonds start to wane, as they've removed Quentin from his weapon for so long. It is there again. It's just the tiniest piece.
I guess I'll.
Yeah,
can I ask her about this soul stone thing? I'll just kind of like go up and say, I've never seen anything like this in weapons before. Is there a particular reason for this, or is there like some type of enchantment, or is this what you do for blood pack?
It's a very old form of magic that had almost fallen to the wayside. And she motions you over, Hazel. She's like, you might as well know. I and Yorick, obviously not Lycans. I am the Order of the Ghost Slayer. He is the Order of the Profane Soul. And I realize now that your cleric friend, I should have probably recognized it earlier, would have picked up on this. We commission these weapons from dwarven smiths in Craghammer. They imbue them with a fragment of a lost soul. We then go through the blood bond process in order to make these weapons as strong as possible, so we may use them to fight for good and to save others. We see it as a necessary sacrifice.
And here
I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna ask what your animal was. Oh well.
How do you misplace a soul?
I'll be honest, I don't quite understand the entire process. The, what is his name? And she looks over at Yorick and he goes, Alton Bronze Grip. That is one of your cousins. Owen.
Yep.
Yeah, real ambitious, real piece of work. He's the one who rediscovered the process, and when we spoke with the Dwarven Smiths, he was the only one able to offer us something useful enough for our purposes in order to defeat monsters and rid the woods and the villages of any kind of beast or monstrosity. I don't honestly know how the process works. I just know that they are the only ones who have been able to take this old rite of ours, this old ritual, and make it work.
Would I know if like binding a lost soul to like a stone is like a bad thing? Like,
this is
that
so
like
far
frowned
beyond
on, or
anything you've ever heard of. Your family mostly dabbled in the ordinary enchantments, right? A bit of fire, a bit of thunder. The Thunderbrands are very good at what they do as well. This is something so far beyond your experience that you're not even sure where. How would he have stumbled across this? This is just beyond. And Alton was never. He was ambitious, but not particularly skilled. So something has transpired since you left Craghammer to allow him to do this.
Hmm.
I asked Teresa if there's any more information that she could offer us for when we seek out this, sweet person.
I mean, Yuan-Ti, a pureblood Yuan-Ti, those are fairly rare outside of Marquette. We went hunting for them for about a year there, actually. So ask Camilla about that sometime. It's quite the story. She got trapped in a tomb. We had to dig her out. Get her drunk before you ask her that, though. She doesn't like that story too much.
How often does she get trapped in dangerous places? I mean, it kind of seems like it's her thing.
She has a tendency to rush head in and just go for it.
I rush it in and I don't get trapped.
That's a whole yeah. It's her thing, and actually that's how she and Misre met, but that's a whole other story. And as she's talking, Ulrin, you feel this pull. It physically pulls you forward. The pendant Ellie gave you is pulling you toward the weapons, these blood-bonded weapons. It's yanking you forward.
You,
okay, Ulrin?
Yeah, you guys just see him jerk forward all of a sudden, and he kind of has to reel back to steady himself.
I don't know I don't know, something's weird about these weapons.
I mean, weirder?
I think I need more time to research them or think about them. I'm not sure.
Take the hammer. It's yours. I can't give you my bow or York's swords, but take the warhammer. It's yours. And honestly, I would like to understand this ritual better. I would prefer to take it out of the hands of someone not involved with the order. we could craft these ourselves, we could be all that stronger and protect that many more people.
Yeah. Just be careful about what kind of strength you use, even if it's for a good end.
Noted.
It's you.
Norax like absentmindedly scratches his arm.
I was actually thinking about that sword that we broke, but whatever.
Ooh, yeah, I want to
Yeah. Okay.
If this ritual gets in the wrong hands, people could be binding other not lost souls to weapons and
Right.
imprisoning people in weapons.
And
so
we made a contract. It was a blood contract, and you guys are familiar with that because Mizray made one with you. So if Alton broke it, we would know immediately, and he was warned. If he broke it, we would rain hell down on his family.
He
Family,
would break
I
it if
suppose.
he would break it if he made weapons for started in the order. Is that
Yes,
the contract?
if he made weapons for someone outside of the order, and there are only 3 of these weapons in existence, and they are all in this room. They
Oh.
take time, and they often fail. So
Maybe we could talk to the maker when we get to Crackhammer.
Just like, looks at Ulrin like,
I mean, I don't know if I know that it's Ulrin's point. I probably wouldn't know, would I?
No, but we know Ulrin's like
you know the name.
not great with
Oh, okay.
graphics.
Oh, she said the name to us. Okay, then.
Alton Bronze Grip,
Okay.
yeah.
Or not. Whatever.
Oh. Speaking of, we should really talk about where we're going next, because, yeah.
I mean, we've got that
Letter.
message meeting, whatever, that's gonna pop up in like what 5 days now.
Yeah, just about.
We should leave these nice people to. We should go to the cookie. Let's just go. It's like I don't. There are conversations we need to have that he really.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's just go.
Okay. And
I
yeah.
I give my respects to Teresa if we leave, yeah. And I once again promise that we will definitely look into this.
It is appreciated. I know that Camilla is safe. I know that Mizray is safe, and some of the others of the order. But know that the order has some contemplating to do in light of these events. But whenever you want your mark, come see me. You still have to go through the ritual, but when you feel as though you're ready, come see me.
I will do that once we take care of this. When I feel I've earned it.
That is a fair assessment. Travel well.
Yeah.
Well.
Stay safe.
Pleasure meeting you. Let's go.
And you. And they let you go. You guys head back out. What time of day is it? It's evening. So you guys would have been... you're probably cresting midnight at this point.
I recall in the last game in which I was not. I was... but I watched it.
You did.
I was supposed to meet up with my buddies. Is that
Yes.
this day or the next day?
Whenever. You know where they're at. You know that they're at the Sphinx's Riddle, and Theona's note basically just said, whenever you want to swing by, we're here.
Okay.
Kind of a thing. And you know that it's a tavern inn, so there are rooms there.
Right.
Yeah. You guys head back out into the street. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to, after we leave the building, I kind of like want to tug on Norax's sleeve and just like ask him, do you think I did okay in there? Do you think I did good? Did I not embarrass myself too much or something?
You
think I impressed him? Or at least not screw it up entirely?
Yes, Hazel, you offered kindness that not all of us would. And he's like,
I just went with what I thought I should do. I'm really not good at the whole convincing people.
What the fuck are you doing, Elrin?
Wigs are weird, man.
Yeah, I can
Yes,
see
they
that.
are. It's horribly hot. Yeah.
yeah, you did what you thought was right. No one can take that away from you. All they can do is decide. And if they don't like you, then so what? You've still got us, and you know.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't want to let Camilla down.
I think
Thank you.
Camilla would be proud.
Oh, I hope so. Thank you.
I mean,
Thank
nobody
you for
died,
your
right?
That's good. That's a good start. Yeah. Thanks for your help. For all of your help, and I say that to the entire group. Couldn't do it without you guys. Anything really.
I don't know, you were pretty convincing with that guy.
Yeah, you could definitely kill people with our help.
Well,
That's true.
yeah,
And get
that's
drunk.
not what I
That's
was
not
going
good.
for, but yeah.
Seem to be good at without really trying to.
You guys head out into the night air. It's fall at this point. It's definitely the seasons are changing as you guys journey on this path, and you get out into the cool night air. Kymal just never stops. It really is the Las Vegas of Tal'Dorei. You see all kinds of magical lanterns. You head out of the northern district into the more touristy areas, the middle of the city, as you decide which way you want to go, and it's oddly quiet for just a second, and then you hear boom, and off in the distance, the southern part of the city toward the keep, you see an explosion rocket through that building, fire and ash raining out and across the city. And you've seen fire like this. It's a building fire because you saw an entire village on fire before.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And another explosion, boom, off to the side again. And you feel that reverberation in your ribs. And then you hear the screaming. And you see people start to run out of their homes. They're screaming, they're running and ducking. And behind them, like an inky black mass, things with claws and teeth and horns and tails and hooves and exaggerated horrific features and goat horns start tearing and shrieking and ripping people apart, and you see guards rushing, and it turns into mass chaos in the middle of Kymal. And behind all of them,
Boy.
a figure glowing and on fire, and accompanied with them an armored figure. And you realize two things have happened. Camion is loose, and that is not Camion.
What?
Wait, what?
Wait, Cayman is the goat dude?
The tiefling that got locked up.
Oh,
That we
yeah.
saved from
He's
rapture.
loose,
Yeah,
but
no,
that's
not
I
him.
know, but
He's
We see
loose,
him now?
and he has an army of demons with him.
What the hell?
And beside him, I should say a third thing. Beside him is a tall figure, very tall, in dark red armor. And Neuraxis, you know that's your armor. And we're going to pause right there and take a break.
Damn!
What the hell?
Intermission
Can we
time.
agree?
Ah,
Fuck!
what
Can
the
we all
hell?
agree never to save people who are stuck in this kind of place in the future?
I thought he was just a crazy guy.
I'm so excited. I'm so
Oh.
excited.
Damn!
Ah!
I
Cliffhanger break.
We'll see what chaos happens. All right, we'll be back in a bit.
Bye.
Bye
Later.
bye.
Oh no.
I'll be back.
Oh god, it's so warm. Oh god.
Ah,
It's so cold.
What do you mean it's cold?
This wig is hot.
I have hair all over my face. Oh my god, I thought we would have relaxed times now and discuss things. Holy shit.
I think the sound is still on Twitch.
Yeah, I think it is. Alright.
It is.
I have to figure that out still.
Okay.
There should be a volume thing in
Yeah,
the split,
I'm
probably.
trying to tweak it.
Like a volume bar.
The schedule
thing.
is up on Twitch too, but it's like it says
You
no
can-
events found.
I think that's
You
on.
can take them and you can like don't show it for your screen. Just the
Yeah, I'm still
schedule
trying to
button.
figure that
in the-
out.
Got it. I found it.
Cool. Okay.
That's weird. Twitch is weird.
Which is weird. I'm still trying to figure it out. Alright, I'm gonna mute myself
It's pretty
and
weird.
we'll come back.
Yep. I'm gonna go.
And we're back. Okay, everybody ready?
Yay!
Okay. There were so many buttons I had to hit. I was like, crap, I'm still muted. Damn it. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. The mask
Welcome
had to
to
come off.
streaming.
It was too much. Couldn't do it anymore. There's a kitten, though. All right. So, you guys... shit is happening right now. Let's get the appropriate music.
Fires and demons. Ah!
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
everyone should just like chill out, you know? Like
Yeah.
I don't
Alright.
know.
So you
For
guys are
real.
seeing this chaos, and people are fleeing all around you, and guards are running. You hear horns going off, alarm horns. You see this figure. He looks like Kymal, but his figures are now exaggerated a little bit. His horns are longer. His chin has gotten pointier. His clothing is much more... it's purple and gold and very regal, and this armored figure with him. They peel off to the west, and with them, another army crosses their path, made of orcs and goblins, carrying, and in the
Joining
back,
up or
they seem to be meeting together
oh
and headed off. And you see parts, like sections of these two groups peel off and down different streets and different alleys. They haven't gotten as far as you yet, but the horde is coming. And it is chaos right now.
Well,
I'm going to go knock at the door where we just came out of.
Okay.
Might want to look outside the window. Like,
Okay.
Like, you might want to come out.
As you do that, the door has swung open. You see both Yorick and Teresa fully armed and armored. They have weapons, just like bandoliers of weapons all over them. They've got the bow. They've
Okay,
got the
good.
twin swords. His swords are out. She is knocking an arrow. She says, pick a direction. We'll go the opposite way. Make sure you help as much as possible. I don't know what's going on.
I look at Naraxis. Should we go after the girl in the red armor?
he like looks at Hazel, like looks to where they went. He's like, "Those things are ours," and then he just bamps the axe out and starts going. He's like,
Okay,
Got it.
they peeled off to the
Okay,
west.
sure.
The other section of I'm trying to think of which way. The demon army is following them. The goblin and orc army is going east. And Teresa says, if you're going west, we go east. Fight well. And they
You too.
take off running.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys start going. It is
Yep.
pure chaos at this point. It is almost impossible to get through the streets. You guys are having to move and duck and weave. Weapons out, I'm assuming.
"Oh,
I'm,
yeah."
acti- I'm
I'm not
activating.
ducking or weaving. I'm just barreling through.
You're just right through. Perfect.
Tip of the spear, just
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I already have lower speed, being a dwarf with shorter legs, so
Okay.
Well,
I'm just-
lower speed. Think of the party you're with.
You're pretty good with us.
There's one person with.
Everybody's slower than Naraxis.
yeah.
50 feet of movement. Okay. So.
I'm putting my Ride of the Storm on my crossbow.
Okay, so you guys are prepping, you're running. That army seems to be leading into the town square, where looks like they want to do the most damage as possible. That is where Kymal is going. That is where this red armored figure is going. And Naraxis, you hear, take it back. Take the War Pride armor back.
like looks at the axe like, "Oh, busy," and just keeps going towards the things. Like, I've got one problem: kill the things, solve the problem. I do not have time for like axes talking to me. It's just like
Gonna
dead
be-
ahead. Just
Yep, you guys watch fire break out. It seems like whatever building he wants just ignites. He just randomly is picking out buildings and they are just lighting on fire. And
Nope.
he's
Nope.
got
Nope.
daggers out and he's just slicing through people and just having a blast, causing chaos and destruction and death in his path, leading this army into the town square. Are you guys
How
following?
far
How
away?
close are you following? Yeah, this is all stuff you guys need to determine.
Are we following or are we trying to catch up? I'm pretty sure we're trying to catch up, right?
I
Yeah.
think we're trying to engage, right?
Are you engaging?
I mean, I know I am. I don't know about everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just following
Well-
Araxis.
Yeah,
just-
follow-
We're
I'm in the
all
back
following
watching.
Araxis just because he's faster.
Okay.
I'm watching our backside.
Okay. There are smaller demonic creatures kind of slithering around you. They are intelligent enough to not fuck with you because you're armed and armored. They seem to be going after civilians.
I wanted to say if I see them like attacking a person, a civilian, or so, I would like probably while we run, shoot at them with my crossbow.
Okay. So let's do that then. Let's.
Yeah, if
let me
anything
lose you
attacking a
guys.
civilian, I'm gonna hit.
Just flicking
that's
Eldritch
the-
blasts. Like, nope, no,
Oh,
not right
God.
now.
Yeah.
No.
We
Fingers
do
flaming
want
left and right.
we do want to get Narax's armor, but we want to save people
This is
too.
a
So
huge battle map. So you guys come up this street. You notice a couple of things immediately. Camion and this armored figure are up here in the corner. They seem to
Damn.
be overseeing everything. These creatures are some kind of odd goat creatures. They have broken horns and they're covered in boils and scales and rotting flesh. The smaller demons are horrifically disfigured and they typically have like a spear or a sword with them. They're smaller and they're oddly, like some of them are kind of slanted. They might have one eye. They might have one eye here and one eye on its back. Like they're demonic monstrosities.
are the goat dudes like the goat dudes in Diablo?
A little bit.
I love killing those.
A little bit. And they
They
are
pop.
everywhere.
It's kind of satisfying.
And it was impossible for me to fill the map because I could have filled the map. You do hear screaming just around the corner. And you see a young girl, she's probably 10 years old, dash out, and hot on her trail is one of these little demonic monstrosities. So
Oh,
I'm going to
I'm
have
going after that
everybody
one.
roll initiative. And let me add everyone to the turn orders.
12.
Because it's about to get
Let's
serious.
initiative. Oh, that's
you do
an
have the
unnatural
assistance
20.
of city guards. Guards will act on initiative 20.
I'm with the guards.
Hey! Okay. Shit's about to get real. Let me fix that battle music too, because I want something better than that. Alright.
Making my way downtown, walking past demon goats and a hell.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, I can't see Volkar playing that somehow. That'd be.
Whose dex is higher? Oh, they're actually equal, so. Okay, can everyone see the turn order okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
This is nasty. Oh, Narax is an Orin. Oh, no.
Hey, I'm fine with it, you know.
Yeah, I'm
Good,
not-
Whatever.
That's, you know,
No.
what I mean, it's not like I've ever went first on this entire campaign.
You're
That's
right.
true.
Clerics always go last.
You
It's
are
kind
always
it's a
the
rule.
cleric.
We're not fast boys. That's not what we're here for.
Yeah, no,
There you go,
yeah.
there you go.
Yep.
I'm not in a hurry.
so-
Take it.
Okay, all right. Chaos all around you. Guards are coming out. Volkar, I'll have you go first, and then the city guard will take their turns.
Yeah. So
Okay,
oh boy. So
yeah.
that girl is being pursued.
She is.
She's gonna run straight into more of them.
Yeah, and she doesn't know it. She's just running for her life.
Do I see her? Like, can I see over this
It's a
thing?
canal. It
Okay,
looks
okay.
like part of the irrigation system here. You you get a glimpse of her, and mostly you locate her by sound first, and then you see her pell-mell around the corner. She's crying and screaming, freaking out, of course. I would be.
Yeah. Well, let's see. What kind of... What can I do? Yeah, 25 speed. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Trying to get my back
Huh.
up and going here.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna do my old favorite that always gets me in trouble.
Okay. Uh-oh, I know what this is.
You know exactly what I'm
Oh
talking
yeah.
about.
All right.
Old Bataglia,
Okay.
which lets me teleport 30
Yep.
feet.
Yep.
I'm not going to go that far though.
Okay.
I'm going to go up right here.
Between those two guys. Okay.
Yeah, and this
You do
one
that.
here, is he inside the house or on the roof or whatever?
Which one?
This
Sorry,
one
I
here.
missed it. He's on the roof,
Okay.
so he's 2 stories up.
Yeah,
He's
so
20
he's
feet
not
up.
in range.
No, he's not. Kid just brought me a
Okay,
ribbon.
well,
Good,
those
all
two
right.
are, definitely. And the little girl
Yes.
is not.
Yes. So yeah, they're gonna have to make the strength
Uh,
saves.
Yeah, strange save.
Well, the one is decent. The other one is not.
I feel like I'm gonna need my inspirations later, so I'm not gonna spend it. It's gonna be just a
Okay.
save,
Okay.
60.
So the smaller demonic gross figure, this abyssal wretch, did not make it, so he goes prone.
Okay.
Yep. So he's gonna go prone. Let me get this little thing up here. Ah, wrong button. Okay, so he's gonna go prone. Sorry, the kitten keeps trying to bring me a ribbon. That's how she brings me presents.
The kitten wants to help.
She does. This guy made it with a 17. Is that your what's your
Okay.
DC?
Yeah, 16, so he
Okay,
made it.
okay, that's what I thought. All right,
'Cause,
so he's
yeah.
okay, but the other guy's prone. Oh, thank you, darling. I know. This is gonna become a thing.
And I'm gonna hit the goat dude since he
Okay.
doesn't want to go down.
Absolutely.
I'm going to help him go down.
Okay. Sorry, she keeps knocking my stuff over.
Boink. That's
Ouch.
26 to hit. Yeah.
They're not armored. I mean, these are just they're gross.
And 12 points of magical
Ouch.
bludgeoning damage.
Okay, let me check.
Get her in the face!
Is... No, he is not immune to anything as far as that goes, so... Yeah, he's gonna take that. You bring your saz down on him. You actually clip part of his rotting horn and see a chunk of it fly off, and when it hits the ground, it turns into ash.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took a nice little crack to the skull there.
And
Okay.
if I have time, I would like to call to the girl and be like, over here, past me!
Okay. Yeah, you can
Kinda
totally do that.
Want to direct her in the right way. You
Okay.
know?
Yeah. She sees you and is immediately like, "Oh gosh, not a demon. Okay, good." And looks like she's going to head your direction. You see her
Cool.
change trajectory quickly. Is that end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Got a move, got a bonus, and got an action.
Okay. This figure in the armor up here. Nope. He's just going to stay put.
Yeah.
He's not involved right now. These goat figures are going to go. I need to roll and see if they're going to make decisions. Nope. Okay, so this one moves 1, 2, 3 to land between you guys. This one is eating a corpse. He's busy.
You.
This one moves in the direction of more people. They move fast. Oh, the guards. I'll have the guards attack in just a second. I'll move these guys because the guards are actually going to go after some of these guys. This one that you hit, Volkar, is going to hit you back.
Of course he is.
He has no weapons, but he does bring around a very ferocious-looking barbed tail that just swings out from his hindquarters and tries to strike at you.
You.
That's a 9. That's not gonna hit. So he misses. He's disgusting boils, masses, growths all over him. There are flies all over him, and you notice this is happening with all of them. It's like, ugh, you can kind of feel your dinner coming up a little bit. It's like, oh god. This guy's gonna stay on the roof. These guys are eating corpses. I'm gonna have the guards attack as one unit and see how many they can knock out. So because otherwise that would just bog down combat. Okay.
Yeah.
So this guy gets hit, and if he does enough damage, he goes down. These little guys aren't worth much. Yep, he does plenty of damage. So this guy dies. You guys watch the guard, and the guards are well armored here. They're wearing the gold and red of the Margrave. They have spears, they have halberds, long swords. You're not seeing a lot of archers right now. The archers seem to have peeled off, and it looks like they're trying to get on the roofs. This guy is also going to get hit. Not enough damage to take him down, but he's wounded. And the other guards missed. Okay, so the goat guys are, at the very least, more interested in the corpses than they are in you. However, this guy down here is going to take a swipe at Ulrin. Ulrin, he's going to swing that tail around at you.
They're not super smart, are they?
They're not super smart, and they're not very strong. There's just a lot of them.
Yeah, they're just easily distracted by
distracted by carnage. Yeah. Does an 18 hit you,
That's
Ulrin?
good.
Nope.
Up, swings and misses, just glances off your armor. Nothing. You see poison dripping off the barbs. So you know these guys are definitely poisoned. Camian. Okay. Sees all of you. And he... Thank you, by the way. I mean, if you hadn't broken the sword, this would have never happened. So, much obliged. Nope, he's gonna hold. Okay, Alicia. You have a goat guy right there.
Okay. Yeah.
Right where you don't want him.
Yes. No thanks. Bonus action,
Okay.
Expeditious Retreat.
Okay.
As always.
Good.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast a firebolt. Can I? Yeah, this guy next to the girl. He wasn't taken down, right? No,
Nope.
he's still there. Yeah, firebolt towards him.
Okay.
It's firebolt. It's.
Yeah, no, I was just making sure that you had a clear line of sight.
I can
Yeah.
move if needed.
Well, the guy that's in the way is prone, so should
Right.
be okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you're okay.
More or less.
I'll say you're. I'll let you have it. Yeah.
I can move if you want to.
No, it's okay. I'll let you have it.
No.
Oh no.
Unless he has an AC of AC of 10?
No.
No.
Not quite.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, sadness.
Oof.
Okay. So you're gonna. Are you gonna move then now with Expeditious Retreat on you?
The Expedition Retreat doesn't.
It's next turn. Right?
I'm gonna move
Where's
over
that?
here, like avoid the goat man
Sure.
if possible.
Does that prevent you from getting an attack of opportunity? I didn't think it did, right?
What?
Expeditious Retreat.
No, it doesn't prevent. Expedition Retreat is just bonus action as
Yeah,
movement.
he's gonna swing at you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a crit. Okay,
Ooh.
so here's what we're gonna do. Let me do the damage first, and then you're gonna have to make a save because there is poison on this guy. Let me do the damage. You're very lucky that I rolled a 1 on a d12. So that's
Holy
four piercing total. And then I need you to make a Constitution save as the poison lurches into your system.
So they're not
I'm gonna use
tough,
a different
they're
die.
not smart, but they do a lot of
But
damage,
they
is
can
what I'm
hurt.
getting.
Yeah.
They're glass
Oh,
cannons.
no.
Oh no. What'd you roll? Okay.
+2 is 4.
Okay. Yep. No.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
That was
So,
a different die.
You guys watch Elysia turn green almost for a second, like she's gonna upchuck, and you're thinking, oh, maybe it's the flies. Oh no, wait, not. And you start to see pustules crack open on her skin.
Ugh.
Oh,
You are
God.
considered diseased,
This is not good. I'm the one supposed to get in trouble.
and out of those pustules, flies.
Oh,
Ugh.
God.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty
This is
bad.
why I hate
Binding of
demons.
Isaac.
Yep.
Oh, God.
So,
Ah.
with this particular disease, you're considered diseased. You are poisoned, so you have a disadvantage on all attack rolls and all ability checks until the disease ends. Okay, you cannot repeat the save for 24 hours. So just a fair warning on that. And then I need you to roll a d8.
Three.
Okay, your max HP goes down by 3.
Ugh.
That it cannot be cured until the disease ends. Now, there are other ways to cure diseases. But as of right now, your friend, your gnome wizard friend, is basically rotting from the inside out.
So do I lose 3 hit points while my max HP goes down by 3, or is it just...
You lose that off of your top line of H. It's just like necrotic damage that steals
Yeah.
life. So you can only
But-
heal into... Yeah.
But do I lose any more damage on top of that?
No.
No, so just the 4.
You took the 4, yeah. I rolled
Yeah,
real
just the
bad
4.
on that D12, yeah. So,
I am happy with that.
now
So
you know exactly what these guys do.
You both roll badly, so it's not
Yeah.
too terrible.
Yeah. So just keep the disadvantage. That is the biggest thing.
yeah, I've written it down.
Okay,
So disadvantage on
perfect.
everything, and
Okay. It's the end of your turn, right?
yeah.
These little guys, these ugly little guys, this guy's going to try to take a bite out of that little girl. Let's resolve that
No.
first. Oh, yeah, that's a 19. That's a 21, 22 to hit.
Oof.
So if he, and it is just a bite. They have weapons, but they're more in, because they're trying to devour people. Teeth
Yeah.
and claws seem to be their main weapons. Yeah, it's not a lot of damage, but she's also a little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2 points of damage. Yeah, she's hurting. Okay. Volcar, this one's gonna get up from prone.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to do the same thing, just try to grab at you. Nope, that's a 14. That's not gonna hit.
I was hoping her turn would come up first, but, well,
Yeah, she's at the bottom of the order. She's a civilian. So yeah, he just and you're like, yeah, okay, fuck
Yeah.
you. You know, no.
he's biting into my breastplate or something.
Yeah, it just doesn't. He gets a mouthful of leather, and you're like, no, that's not how that works. Bam. These guys, this guy. Let me see if he's smart enough to figure out what's going on. I love undead and monster creatures because sometimes they don't know what's up. He's just kind of he sees this guy going for a body, and he's gonna head that way. Yeah, he's gonna head that way. These guys are chowing down. This guy, let me see if he can figure it out. No, he's got dinner in front of him. Not interested. You guys hear more bells at this point. More guards come flooding in. You do see Kymal and this red armored figure kind of glance around, and just out of range, just off the map, you see 3 figures. 2 of them, actually 3 of them, very familiar. You see the Margrave. You see Jactor Christian. You see his major domo Prudence, the tall purple-skinned tiefling woman. and you see a figure that you know from the tale of Vox Machina. You see Gilmore running.
Ooh.
They're all running and trying to fend off. You see Prudence bring a halberd around. She's like two-handed wielding this thing and just slicing through. Jactor has twin rapiers out and is slicing through things. Gilmore is shooting off fire bolts and magic missiles left and right. They're preoccupied right now. They will not come into the battle right yet, but you do see them off in the distance. Okay, the wretches went. Hazel, what do you want to do?
Oh my gosh, finally my turn. I'm going to step in front of Elijah to try to shield her a bit. Can I shoot at the dude from here with my crossbow?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's
The
what
guy is
I'm
up
going
now,
to
though.
do. Okay, yeah, that should hit. That's 27 to hit.
Oh my god. It better.
Yeah, I think that would.
So that
Jesus.
hopefully hits. Crossbow.
It-
And I really want this guy dead, so I'll make
This
it.
guy is up now, though. Does that change anything?
Oh,
Or if you
that's
stood
right.
up.
Should I-
I mean, I hope not, but yeah.
No, because they're small.
Okay.
They're small. So it's yeah,
Well,
they're like-
if they're all are they all small?
no, the goat guys are considered medium.
Okay. Well, I mean, this guy is small too, right?
He's small. Yeah, he's about the same size as a
Yeah.
little girl.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
damage.
I'll also make it a claw.
Okay,
Strike,
perfect.
so that's
For
an
the
additional
crossbow. Got it.
1d6.
Okay.
Also, I want to save this little girl. Okay, so let's do it. Oh, that's 12, 15 plus 7. That's 22 points of damage. 6 of that are lightning damage.
Jesus.
And the rest is piercing and slashing, I think. That makes a
Fuck.
difference.
Okay, so these guys don't have a lot of hit points. You get him in the throat, what you think might be the throat. You're not sure. The weird anatomy on these guys. They look like demonic slugs, basically. They're gross.
Yeah.
And you take him right in the throat, and he just as he's reaching for her, and he drops dead.
Yes! Suck it! Okay. Alright. The two fighting with Volka, which one is hurt? Or are they both hurt already?
Go do this, Ert.
Go do this.
Go
right
dude
now.
is hurt? Okay,
Yep.
then I'll shoot at the goat dude next to Volka
Okay.
with my second attack. That's an 18 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay, cool. This is and this is going to be
You should be scared of her.
10 points of damage.
10. Ouch. Yeah, that hurt. Yeah. Oof. Was that everything? Sorry. just had a
Yeah,
brain
I
fart.
think so.
Okay.
And I'll remain where I am. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I forgot to have you make. I need you to make a con save while you're in the presence of this thing.
I need to?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Just
Because
because
of
I'm
the-
standing.
Because you're
Next
standing
time?
close. Yeah.
because it smells.
Good.
Would I have to make one too then? Or-
Yeah, actually, because I missed that part on the
Okay.
on the sheet.
That's a 15 for the con save.
You're good. Yeah, the DC's not high on these guys, but because they're so disgusting, it kind of, you feel your, oh god. Yeah, so Volkart, if you'll just make one for me real quick. That was my fault. Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, that's a 22.
Hey, you're fine.
And since I made a con save, I get advantage.
Hey!
I'm always
awesome.
happy to make saves with physical stats.
Okay, so Hazel, end of your turn. Neuraxis.
I also turn around to Elijah and give her an encouraging thumbs up.
Aw.
Like, don't worry, I'm sure Ulrin will fix it. You can barely smell it. It's okay.
Wow.
With your fly swatter, it's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Wow.
Cast fly
You
swatter,
can
yeah.
barely see it. It's okay.
She's pretty gnarly looking. Neuraxis, I'm going to have you make that same con save. Sorry about that, guys. That was my fault. It's a DC
Con
13.
save.
It's not a high DC.
Come on.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're fine. Yeah, you're like, I've seen worse. And now you can attack.
Yeah. Take a step forward, so I'm flanking with Orin, and
Nice.
yeah.
Go for it.
First one, great weapon master, so it's, yeah, why not?
Sure.
12.
On that guy, no, not quite.
Screw it,
Well,
we'll try again.
Alright.
Advantage since you're flanking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
took
that
it.
was.
An 8 and a 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, got 2 8s. Dang.
13.
Just misses. So you two swings. You're distracted by the fact that Elysia is looking very sickly at this point, and you just
Yeah.
You're trying to sweat the flies off while you attack. It's like.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to my spells.
Okay.
That'll do.
That sounds good. Orin, what would you like to do?
I will.
Don't be too chill. I mean, it's a combat.
I'm going to attack the goat dude with my warhammer.
Okay.
I'm going to bop it.
Advantage.
Bonk.
Oh!
Oh! Nat
Natural
20. All right.
So it's going down.
Do your damage.
Crunch.
Yeah.
So that's 11 plus 1, 12. Do I double the dice roll, right?
Double the dice and then add the modifier.
Okay, so 14, 15, 16, so 18 total.
Ouch.
And then I also need to roll the divine strikes on top of that.
Mm-hmm. That's nasty. Yeah, just give me the total.
Oh god, 8 fire,
Wow.
so 26 damage total. 18 bludgeoning and 8 fire.
Okay. The fire is reduced by half because he is resistant.
Yeah.
So, shoot. All right, that's nasty. I mean, that's more than half his health gone. So,
Woo.
yeah, you guys watch Orin just light this guy basically on fire with radiant damage. He takes a little bit less than you were hoping, but it's still nasty. And sorry, again, I got to get used to this DC con. Make that con save for me real quick. As you hoot.
It's like you hit it with the hammer and there's gore and flies everywhere.
Okay, so that didn't do it. So you're going to take just a little bit of... this is actually psychic damage.
Psychic.
Yeah, from the presence
Ew.
of it. So it's two,
Oh, okay.
two psychic. Yep, just two psychic.
Because it's
Ow.
disturbing as hell.
Yeah, it's called rotting presence.
Ew.
Yeah,
That is
these guys
gross.
How delightful.
really gross. Yep, they're nasty.
How delightful.
Do you want to move? Do anything else? Do you have another attack?
I'm gonna stay here. I'm looking. Can I cast spiritual weapon at a higher level or no?
Did you take the spell driver?
Oh, I can. The damage increases by 1d8 for every 2 slots above the second.
Okay, is that a bonus?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Yeah, go for it. So you want your anvil?
Yes.
Okay, let me try to get the one that's not a blob.
Okay.
Hey! Alright, let me give you control of that, Orin. There you go.
Okay. And it's, let's see, I think I can have it appear 60 feet away.
Wherever you want, you should have control of it now.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna be fine with those. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I have a plan.
That's what he says. That's what he says now.
I mean, yeah, wherever you
Yeah,
want
the one on
within
the
range.
roof. Yeah,
Nice.
that's an option.
Oh god. That is yeah.
And then does a 14 hit?
That is its AC.
Yay! I'm gonna knock him off the roof. I'm
If
gonna
only
knock
that
him off of the
spiritual
roof.
weapon came
Why
with a
you-
knockback.
Hey,
That would be
forget
kind of
about it. That's 10 force damage.
Nice.
Oh god.
Alright.
All right, it's your cousin Vinny. I'm back here with
No.
a vengeance. All
We're not
right.
bowling. No. No more.
I am actually going to have him make a dex save just to see if he gets hit, because he was pretty precariously perched.
Oh.
Well, and he
Silly
gets
goat
advantage
man.
on it, so yeah, he did all right. Okay, he's okay. He slides a little bit. You just put this anvil on top of some poor guy's house, and now there's a goat guy. There's a goat guy up there. There's fighting breaking out. He's gonna have to fix that roof when all's said and done. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the town as a whole is going to need a lot of
Yeah, they've got bigger problems.
Yeah. is that the end of your turn, Alrin? That was everything?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's everything.
This little girl at the end of the initiative track sees all of you and is and she runs back the way she came. She like flees. She's just gone. She's running. So
Wait,
Yeah, fair.
she's not. Where is she going?
Oh, up there.
well, I
No,
don't
not
know.
that way.
She's panicked. So
Back
it's
indoors.
No.
hopefully.
hard
To
to tell.
her imminent doom.
Towards us,
disappears.
not away from us.
Okay. So
Just in a building
Run in
would
a
be a,
house. Yeah, she can hide in a
yeah.
building.
Just
Oh well.
gosh.
I'm sure she's fine.
Yeah.
we
Probably.
tried.
We tried. We did all right.
Did.
At the top of, well, I should say at the end of her turn, at the top of the order. Well, now this is fun.
Oh,
Come on, gods. Come on, gods.
Yeah, come on, guards.
Yeah, that'll
I see.
No,
boink.
it won't
What?
work.
Teleport.
No!
Ah, what the?
No.
No!
Hello.
And just lands.
New token, who this?
Remember
in.
how we freed you from your prison and stuff? Like,
Yeah, remember that
What's
one
this we?
time
Wait a
when
minute,
we,
no,
like,
that was-
saved your life?
I remember how Noraxis freed you from prison.
Oh no, wait. Maybe I don't want to take responsibility for this right now.
Wow. He's staring at all of you and he says, "You all freed me. I thought I'd pay you back by throwing you a party."
Yes.
All right.
That's not how it works.
I feel like you're being sarcastic right now, and I don't appreciate. Just saying.
Volkar, what do you want to do?
Okay, I'm going to enact plan. How deep is the canal? That's the name of the plan. That's the actual
Okay.
name of the plan. How deep is the canal? But it's also a question.
The canal's 25 feet deep. Water
Cool.
comes up to all but 5 feet of it.
All right. Well, let's see if those guys can swim then. I'm gonna risk that opportunity attack by moving here.
Yep, he will. They both will.
No, just the goat dude
he's
because I'm
still-
still
Oh, just
in
because you're with the
melee
other guy.
bottom dude.
Go ahead. While you're moving, go ahead and make that con save for me.
Oh yeah, that con
Yep,
save.
I know. Eventually, I
I'm
will
gonna take it
remember
with
these.
advantage,
Do
thanks to
it.
my successful one from
Yes.
earlier
DC
that gave me
13.
an encore.
Beautiful.
Holy
Oh.
shit! I didn't even need to.
With a nat 20, you do not ever have to make
Yeah.
that save again. in
Oh,
front of these
nice!
guys. Yeah.
I am
So
immune
if
to
you roll
your.
a critical on these guy on the con save in front of the goat guy, you won't have to make it again. So you're good.
Okay.
That goat guy is going to try to swipe out at you and is going to fucking miss with a 12.
Yes.
Yep, that's a big fat miss. He just swings wide, can't quite get you. All right, what do you want to do?
Well, then, as per the name of the plan, I am going to push them in the water.
Do it. I love it.
With a good old level 1 Thunderwave.
Nice. Okay.
So that's a DC 16 to not be pushed
All right. So
away
you're
from
gonna-
me and into the canal.
Okay, so these two guys are gonna get hit with that. All right.
Yep. So, yeah,
Save.
con save.
Oh gosh. They're bad at these. They're both bad at these. Okay, they both fail.
Nice.
So they're gonna get shoved.
Yeah, and they take 5 thunder damage,
5 thunder damage. Okay.
and they get shoved 10 feet away from me and into the canal.
Okay. So down into the canal. Down into the canal.
Splooshes.
Sploosh. Yeah, you guys would just watch Owen go, dong, and thunderous
Yeah.
force pushes these two demons into the canal and you see splashes. Demons can't swim, so
Shocker.
just side note, demons can't swim, so they're gonna.
There's
be
so
making
much water in hell.
Yeah, they're gonna have some trouble getting. They've been largely dispatched. You think at this point?
Nice.
Okay.
And I still have a few feet of movement, so I'm going to move back over there.
Beautiful.
And does Alicia have to make more con saves to maybe like resist that thing, or
No, she's considered
No.
diseased for the
She-
next
she's
24
diseased
hours,
and that's it?
unless something is cast on her to restore her.
okay?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to inspire Neuraxis because you seem unlucky with the dice.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I'll take it. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. So that's
So it's
one
D8.
inspiration.
Mhm.
There we go. Oh, and I spent one of those. All right. Yeah, I sing a little tune about the honor of Draconia and all that stuff.
Oh, that's.
Thank
Thank you.
You know that stuff.
I know how to get him riled up.
Yeah,
There you
yeah, that's
go.
true.
Nice. Okay. All right. End of your turn?
Yep.
Right? Okay. At the end of your turn, Camion is going to pull out a longsword and say, just a piece. And he's going to make an attack at you, Hazel.
Bring it.
Does a 30 hit you?
It's probably not going to help, but I am going to use my blood curse of the eyeless on him, so he rolls with disadvantage.
Okay.
And I'm going to amplify it for fancy, so his attack after that also has disadvantage.
It's still a 27.
Damn it. That was probably not a good decision, but yeah, that does hit.
Okay. All right.
But he also has disadvantage on the next attack he makes.
Nice. Okay, so let me roll that damage.
That was a 2.
10,
Yay, I was a 2.
10 slashing.
Hooray!
Ooh. And acid damage. You're going to take 10 points of acid damage.
Woo-wee!
So
Ugh.
20 total. He says, I just wanted a piece and not quite enough yet. I'll wait.
Dude, you are pretty creepy, you know that. I think that was actually a compliment to him.
The
Maybe.
armored figure is staying put. You see more guards rush in. I rolled for guards. You do see this guy go down as more guards run in. This guy got hit again, but he's still up. So this guy up here took a sword to the back of the head, but he's still like, now he's paying attention to the fact that he's got like somebody's arm hanging out of his mouth, and now he's looking like, okay, I just got hit. This guy also dies. They're not very strong.
An arm hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah, they're mowing down. And then an archer is gonna take a shot. Let me check the archer and see if they can make that hit. Ooh, yeah, that'll do it. Nice. Ouch. Yeah, he took some damage too. Okay. The guy in the canal, the goat guy, is effectively drowning. So he can. How long is he going to be able to handle that? He's okay.
That's what you
but-
get.
Yeah, he's drowning. He's drowning slowly, and is basically out of combat at this point. So I'm gonna put a little. I don't know what a drowning symbol is. We'll put a little marker. I don't know, just so I know that he's
That's
drowning. It's a flask. I don't know. They're all weird symbols. I
Yeah,
have no
sure.
idea. Sure,
Why not?
Why not? This guy is gonna stay put and fight. He might jump. Yeah, he's actually gonna jump because they have long jump.
Ooh.
Does your anvil get an attack of opportunity? It's not
Yep,
sentient.
it does.
No,
I
Does
think.
It's the
Does it? I
character.
don't think it does.
Dang it.
I didn't think
It
so
doesn't
either.
have its own actions.
I
Unfortunately.
mean,
20, and it's gonna jump because they have long jump.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they have goat
Jump.
legs, so they have this
Frickin'
long jump
goats.
thing.
Yeah,
And this
frickin'
goat
goats.
is gonna actually start moving your guys' way. He is now aware of what's going on. Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. 40 feet of movement.
Damn.
And is going
Almost
to try
as
to
fast as Noraxis.
lash out at you, Ulrin.
yay.
Nope, that's a 10 to hit. These guys roll.
They roll
shit.
bad.
They roll bad. They don't have a very high plus to their attack. Okay, I think that covers all of them. This figure that is in Camian's body. Yeah, because it's funny. Is going to make one attack at you, Ulrin, and one attack at Hazel. Yep, that's a 31 and a 29 to hit.
Wait, is it
Jeez.
Camian again?
Huh?
Is Camian attacking again?
Mhm.
Oh, then he has disadvantage on the first attack that he makes. Because of the blood curse.
Still a 26.
God damn it!
Whoa.
That was so not worth it! What the fuck is his attack?
His plus 2 attack, I'll tell you later.
Oh dear.
It's not nice.
don't
So,
think-
Ulrin, let me resolve this first. That is
Ow.
math. Yeah, this one hurts. That's 18 slashing.
Hmm.
Oof. 15 acid.
Ow.
Oh my
Hazel.
god. Yeah?
12 slashing.
Okay.
10 acid.
Yay! 21 hit points.
Yep. And... Yep. And he's just gonna kind of... I wonder if that's enough yet. Have you had enough? Elijah. Your friends just got chunks taken out of you.
Can I just like
Ow.
peek behind Hazel and then cast Mind Spike at the dude who is clearly not gaming? Can I just like,
Yeah.
do I have to move or can I just like stay
No,
there?
you can,
Just like
no,
move
you'd be
around
fine.
him?
You can, yeah.
Because that's not my rolling, that's him rolling.
Right. So,
Wisdom
remind
save.
me, wisdom?
Wisdom save. It's probably gonna be like super high or something.
Well, maybe
Did you
not.
get a
could
really
mind
low
controlled.
portent roll? Or
What's your
omen
DC?
roll? Whatever it's called.
15?
I think a 23 saves.
I think
For
so.
fuck's sake!
But still
Yikes.
Oh,
half?
Okay.
So I'm not
So,
gonna use my dice.
Give me your
because,
damage.
And
we'll take half.
3d8. So half of 11.
Okay. So 6. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And I say, no, I can't do anything. Yeah. I'm just gonna like move a slightly bit backwards,
Okay.
and that's it. That's my
Um,
turn.
Elijah, I'm gonna actually have you make a perception check for me as you move back and you're getting a better look at some of the stuff that's going on.
Perception?
Yep.
9.
Okay. Chaos. All right. These gross dudes. This one's drowning. I mean, that's just how that was genius. That was genius. And I'm actually, not that you need a Volcar, but I'm going to give you an inspiration point for that.
What?
It's a single D20 reroll.
Oh, cool.
So I'll give you an inspiration point because that was pretty freaking good. This guy is squaring off with a guard. Let's see if he can hit anybody. Ooh, yeah, he does, but they don't do a lot of damage. Okay, guard's pissed, but these guys are just annoying. So you see that happen. Those guys are dead. This guy has realized that something is happening and is going to come down and try to take a bite out of you, Neuraxis, and he's flanking.
Yep.
So... Ha! No! They only have a +3 to hit. That was a 5 and a 7, so no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. He just... And you're like, really, fucker? No. Okay. Yep, that's them. Hazel.
Alright, I just, like, tiger it up.
Okay, bring it.
It's basically a pretty only thing I could do at this point. Okay.
Tiger time. Just.
Work again, there we go. Go, excuse me, coming through. Okay.
Tiger time.
And for my bonus action, I will quickly in tiger form jump the only one regular healing potion that I have on me and regain a few hit points, and that is my turn. I can't do anything anymore.
Okay. I'll actually just kind of move you off to the side there. Perfect. All right, so Hazel in huge, large tiger form, and you see this figure in Camian's body just go, huh. Good kitty.
God, I hate this guy so much!
Neuraxis, what would you like to do?
Eat him.
Swing at the gross thing between me and Ulrin.
Okay, I was going to say, which one? They're both gross. Oh, make your Hazel and Neuraxis, go ahead and make your con saves for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Elijah doesn't need to make it because she's already poisoned.
That's only a 13.
That is the DC.
6. I probably wouldn't make it with the inspiration.
You never know. Oh, you rolled a 1? No.
Yeah, so
you rolled a 1. No. Okay, so you're going to take a little bit of psychic damage just from their presence. It's 6 psychic.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. You're like,
right.
Now
Great
make your attacks.
Advantage.
Yep, advantage.
19.
Nice. Yes. That will hit.
4. 24.
Ah, yeah. Oh, he did. He very dead. He only had 18.
Cool.
He's like, smashes the axe down through the top of his head. Like, just.
When
done.
you do that, more flies come out.
Yeah.
Flies and viscera and gore and like this greenish red blood.
And then I get
Nasty,
my
like a rotten melon.
3 and 7. So I get my 10 temporary hit points from killing him and
Hey.
sucking up a part of his gross soul. And then, am I flanking with Hazel from where I am?
Yes.
Because she's big?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In that case, I will turn around and try the same thing.
On him.
Volcar, what is your bardic inspiration? Is it a D8 or a...
I think so, yeah.
Okay. You're gonna have to roll a 7 or an 8.
Bardic.
Yikes.
Where is that?
Yeah, you're a D8.
It's worth a try. It's
Yeah,
correct.
D8.
It's worth a try. There's no...
Yeah,
there's
it
no-
is. It is. Who knows?
Ah, 14. Nope. Swing and a miss. Camian
However,
just...
luckily, because I killed a guy with Great Weapon Master, I can attack with my bonus action.
Yay!
All right.
So, well, that didn't work. Try swinging at him normally. 17, no.
No. Mm-mm. Nope. Higher AC than that. Okay. End of your turn. Camian's going to use his last legendary action for the round. And he is going to go, I guess it was enough, and pop back and teleport.
What a jerk.
No one gets an attack of opportunity. He just bamfs
Teleport.
out.
Yeah.
He's just gone.
Damn it!
Not in counterspell?
Mm-hmm.
Counterspell.
Won't do
Okay.
it.
Oh,
It's not a spell, it's an innate ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to ask.
Yep, no,
Fucking
it's
demons.
always good to ask. It's always ask, because you never know sometimes. Okay, so Ulrin.
14.
Okay, yep, you're good.
All right, and then I will attack with my warhammer on the goat.
Okay.
$24 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
So he'll take 5 bludgeoning
Okay.
and 5 fire.
Nice. So 2 fire. Okay. Or 3 fire, sorry. Math. Okay. All right. Yeah, you crack into him. He's still standing. He doesn't seem to be phased much.
And then I'll move my hammer over.
Okay.
Your
20
anvil,
feet
you
as a
mean?
bonus. Or my anvil, yes.
Yeah. Hi, anvil.
Hi, friend.
That's my turn.
Okay. That is your turn. You guys hear at the top of the round, you hear more explosions.
You're
Off
what?
to the east side of the city, and you feel the
More
ground
explosions.
shake underneath you.
Jeez.
More screaming, more yelling. You do now see Prudence, Jacktor, and Gilmore, whom you've heard about and you've seen, drawings of. You've seen at different parades and everything, and different Iman and Taldoria events. They all come rushing in this direction. I need my ruler. They all come running in this direction, and you watch. I'm trying to see who would have advantage on this around the house. None of you can see exactly quite what's going on, but they are running in your direction. Okay, Volkar.
Yep. Let's see if I can reach that guy. 10, 15, 20, 25. I
Hey,
can!
You can!
And I'm gonna smack him behind the head with my saz.
Go for it.
Boink. And that's at 12.
No, not quite.
Oh well. Um, who else wants some inspiration? Hmm. Let's give it to Ulrin.
Okay, so Ulrin D8.
Yep.
Okay.
Yay.
All right. End of your turn, but still on initiative track 20. You guys see more guards run in. You guys feel more explosions and more reverberations through the cobblestones in the street, and this looks to not be letting up. And then right after that, this armored figure nods to the whatever's in Camian and retreats.
Damn.
No.
Your armor's getting away.
I know.
Everybody to make perception checks.
Oh.
Hazel, I will give you advantage on
Yay!
your sense of hearing. Yeah.
Perception. I
Actually,
got a
no.
whole +0 on
Ah,
shit.
there was a 5 and a 2, so
Damn
that's
it.
a 7. Hooray!
I have disadvantage,
You have
yeah.
disadvantage.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 minus 1
That's
is
a
1.
16
Oh.
with a +0.
Nice.
15
That's
plus
cool.
5, 20.
20.
Ooh!
Nice. Okay.
16.
Okay. So Ulrin, Volkar, Neuraxis, you guys hear. Ulrin and Volkar especially would recognize some kind of arcane chanting happening. And you guys watch firebolts and magic missiles come out as Gilmar starts running this direction, and he is coming out and just firing off spells left and right. And you watch the Margrave come up behind him, and he has unfurled a scroll and is chanting.
Cool.
Okay.
That's good. Hope.
All right. The goat guys, for the sake of brevity, are attacking guards, with the exception of the ones currently in combat with you. These guys are drowning. I'm just consider them dead. They're basically dead. Yeah. They can't swim. They're not gonna get out. This guy, however, has options. So let me see who he's gonna hit. He is going to hit Hazel.
Hooray!
And is going to miss with a 13.
Yay.
You're too big. It like swings and just, he can't quite get to you. This guy's squaring off with a guard. Okay. Camian looks around, looks down at all of you, and says, "A parting gift, if you don't mind."
I mind.
Come on, my dear.
I do too.
Take this city for me, would you? That would be great. And out of the ground, a huge woman. Human woman on the top, snake on the bottom, with 6 arms.
Fuck.
And 6 long swords.
Fuck.
Burrows up. And Camian disappears off the map.
Fuck.
We'll get you, you asshole! Brr.
Let me add her into the turn order. She will go on the next round. Okay. Alicia.
Yes. Okay, let's just move a bit.
Okay.
So it's possible to do things. I can see the goat man
Yes.
here. The one
yes.
between.
Yeah, you
yeah.
can see. Yeah, you can see him.
Yeah. So I can cast a firebolt at him and
Yeah,
even with disadvantage try and not.
you absolutely can.
I think I will hit with a 25.
Oh my god, yeah.
17 and 18.
Nice.
And D10,
That's
right?
good.
Yeah, for once.
Oh.
I have to find. Yeah, it's 2d10.
I mean, for once
So-
today, you usually hit.
17 points of fire damage, which I'm guessing it's half.
Yeah, it's half, but still.
But still,
Ouch. Yeah. So 17 halved. Yeah. Okay, but still, that hurts.
still.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. And
that
then
hurts. Ouch.
if I run, no, I can't go back in and upwards without getting an attack of opportunity, right? I can't run past
You
Volkar
could-
and Hazel.
you could get past Volkar. If you wanted to get behind him,
Yeah.
I would let
And
you
try
do
and get,
it,
like,
but I'm gonna have you make a
here.
dex check just to make sure you don't topple over into the canal.
Oh, God.
Yeah, don't
'Cause
go
it's a
drowning
tight
with the other
space.
guy.
Don't do that. The water's already gross.
You're gonna have to
Okay.
kind of wiggle
Do
your
it.
way through.
Let's
to you.
don't then. Let's
Okay.
just stay here.
Okay. I just figured
I
I
have
would say
disadvantage
that
already.
before you rolled.
I'm a pretty
yeah.
thick dwarf, so I take a lot of space
I have
in that square.
disadvantage and
Yeah. She has
not that great.
disadvantage on
Well,
the- yeah.
okay, Dex.
Your
I'm not
dex
gonna risk it.
is- Yeah.
Okay, no.
Okay. All right. These guys, most of them are dead. They're squaring off with guards. This guy has Neuraxis, so let's resolve that. Neuraxis, he's going to try to bite you again.
Okay.
The 16, does that hit?
Nope.
Nope, nothing. He can't find purchase. It's just a little demonic slug. They're so disgusting.
Ugh.
All right, Hazel, what would you like to do?
Okay. Yeah, I'll just tear into the goat dude. Do I have an advantage with Ulrich?
Yes, you are flanking.
Okay. First attack is a 25.
Yep.
And what's in my unarmed strike? So that's 8 plus. That's 8 points of damage on the first attack.
Okay.
Then I'll attack again.
Okay.
That's an natural 1. I get to
Halfling
re-roll.
luck.
How does this work? Do I then roll 3 times when I roll with disadvantage and I re-roll a 1 on halfling? When I roll with advantage and I re-roll a 1 with halfling luck, do I then roll 3 times?
I mean, This-
Yes,
this-
there's the chance you get a 20.
you have advantage or disadvantage? Like,
Advantage from flanking.
Advantage
Roll
from
a 1 on
flanking,
1 of the
yeah.
die, which you then roll
one
again.
die. You pick one die and you re-roll that one.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay, then that does not hit because the other. That's a 11.
Like
So
No,
you
that
re-roll
doesn't-
one and then you choose the best one, or
Oh.
whatever.
Yeah, you still use halfling.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can still then roll another time.
Yeah.
Oh, great, another 3. Great, so it still doesn't hit.
Oh,
1, 3, 3. Great roll.
Wow.
And then the third attack that I have. Wow, that's a 4 and a 2. Does a 12 hit?
no.
You spend all your
Wow.
luck on those crossbow attacks.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
then
sorry,
both hits
Hazel.
miss.
I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
His presence is too disturbing.
Nauseating.
Yeah. And actually roll that con
I
save
have to
for me.
make, yeah, Constitution.
Yep. Go ahead and roll that con save for me.
17.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Neuraxis?
I will cast Fire Shield. The
Okay.
cold version of Fire Shield.
Okay.
Everything is on
The
fire,
inverse.
being
Oh, shit. All right.
good idea. And then I'm not really bothered about this little guy. I'll just do. Oh dear, what have I done? That one. Oh, by pressing Q. Okay. Change the controls on me.
No.
Slightly too far. And then, yeah, I'll just run straight at.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Wait,
shit.
what?
He's just yet like running, the wings like flick out, and he's just roaring.
You're
So-
a crazy person.
I was not expecting
Just
that.
like yelling at the top of his lungs, bring back the red armored coward. It's just,
Oh.
like leaving it straight
Again,
up.
I'm the one who's supposed to run into things and die. You're
Oh,
just supposed to
fuck.
touch things.
All right. You're
We
just
have
supposed
like
to touch
3
them,
people
yeah.
in this party who do that. Ulrich
Yeah.
has his work cut out for him.
Oh my god. Okay.
Cast his fire shield and then just takes
Holy
off running, like
shit.
hurling abuse after Kymal.
Oh boy.
Okay. Orin.
Yeah. It does
So-
still get an attack of opportunity, but
Yeah.
I'll
I
see
can't-
Neuraxis running up there, and I'll be like, okay,
Yeah. That's
So-
how we all feel.
It's like
that's
you're
that.
wrong, man.
So I'm gonna shift over here,
Okay. You do that?
and I'll just ask Voltar, or I'll look over at Volcar, and I'll be like, care to join me? And I will use Cape of the Mountebank to cast
Ooh.
Dimension Door.
Nice.
I like it.
Nice.
I like it.
And
Yep.
if Volkar's willing, I'll
Oh, yeah.
teleport us behind the Snake Lady.
I'm
Nice.
super willing.
No, you end up, yeah.
So,
Holy shit.
and then
I'm gonna die, but I'm so willing.
you know, I mean, it is what it is. But,
I'm not
Then,
trying to kill you guys.
yeah. As a bonus action, I guess I'll drink a potion of Superior potion. I think we have. So I'll drink that. And what's the Superior? Is it
It's 8d4 plus
Two-
8.
8d4 plus 8?
Mhm.
Okay.
That should
That's a
help.
good juice.
Yeah, it's the good
It's the-
shit. Okay. All right, so that's Ulrin's turn. Volkar, go ahead.
Oh boy.
She is disarmingly beautiful, at least her human half.
Yeah.
The snake
The other half is a
half
fucking
is
snake, so
Terrifying. And she has 6 fucking arms.
yeah.
Unless
Is she
you're
wearing
interrogates.
any sort of armor or something?
No.
Oh. Well,
But
that's
she is scaly hided. Yeah.
yeah. I can't cast heat metal on scaly hide.
I mean, she has 6
Cast
swords.
it on 6 swords, yeah.
There are
No,
6
it has to
swords
be
there.
just one sword. Like at best, I would ever lose
Ah.
1 out of 6 sword. It's not good enough.
True.
Does she have a metal headband? You could heat.
Jesus.
Yeah, does she wear like bracelets or
Okay,
something?
all right. You know what? If that is a legit
All right,
question,
okay.
I will
Do
give
I-
you that. But we have to see.
No, I'm not
No,
casting
she's
it.
not.
That's just
Okay.
1 turn. It's bad.
Okay.
Does she have
Uh,
earrings? You could heat her earrings.
Oh god, these are all evil people
I
with
know, right?
glasses.
Just imagine. What if she
Oh,
had a
God.
nose ring? You could
Like
heat
what?
the nose ring. And
Oh, if she had a tongue piercing.
Ooh.
Your choices get burned or tear it out. It's like, that's not...
Bye.
Okay.
We're now all
Blade Ward.
chaotic evil, so
Everyone's alignment shifted.
No.
Blade Warden.
Oh
got it.
boy. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to
Thank you,
curse the
Lauren.
bitch.
Oh shit. Okay.
He has the thing.
Oh fuck. All right.
I'm gonna attempt to curse her wisdom,
Okay.
and that's a DC 16 save.
All right. Let me see what her
Wisdom
save. Is.
save.
Okay, it's not bad.
Let's hope she rolls badly.
Oh my god. She rolled a 9 and she has a +8.
Damn.
Oh,
Just barely.
she's very wise.
She's also very lucky.
Yeah, she's
That
very
baby,
fucking
yeah.
lucky.
Okay.
That would be
Shit.
real bad.
Because I know,
Ooh.
like Elysia and I both have the maging spell that rely on wisdom save, so
Right.
giving her disadvantage on that, I might just try it again next turn.
Okay.
Fair.
As it is, I'm gonna inspire Neuraxis again.
Okay.
Cut that snake!
Kill it. All right. Ulrin ran off. He'll be right back. But at initiative 20, not a layer action, but that mythical arcane chanting you guys heard comes to a stop abruptly. The sky overhead darkens.
No, it comes to a stop as it's done, it's ended.
Sounds like it, maybe.
Oh,
And
dear.
hold on, let me find it. It's horrifying to view, but overhead, almost from the clouds, the dark clouds that form, the huge form of a dragon appears.
Okay.
Jesus, what a day, guys.
Yeah.
Everything's going down.
Oh,
Demons
God.
and dragons.
And you guys don't, but all of the enemies on the map have to make wisdom saves.
Oh, it's on our side.
Good day.
Yay!
Well, yeah, it was the head of the city.
Okay, so here's the fun part, is that all of the remaining goatmen are now frightened.
Yay.
All of this guy is frightened.
All of this guy.
She made it. And that's just when it appears.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It is now going to wing over to where you guys are up here on this landing. And you watch as the Margrave and Gilmore peels off with guards to go help. And the Margrave and Prudence, his major domo, are standing right here. I don't have the tokens because that would have been a lot. But they're right here. And he has folded that or rolled that scroll back up and tucked it away. And you see Prudence kind of giving the side eye. And he points at the snake woman. Attack!
Oh.
My dragon, attack!
You summoned the fucking dragon?
It's a
Jesus.
shadow dragon.
Ah.
Cast a spell. And it is going... You guys don't have to because you are not enemies.
Yeah. We're just cheering.
Fuck me running. It has to make an intelligence save?
Yeah.
I've read
it
this
does.
spell like 4 times and I'm still like, what? Okay. Fuck, she failed that. Okay.
I want one of these so bad.
Yeah, maybe that's
dragon?
what it is. Yeah, it's an
No,
illusion-
the spell.
an
Yeah.
illusory dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an 8th level spell.
Yeah.
She's
It's
gonna
not real,
take-
but oh boy, does it look.
She failed. She's gonna take 7d6 acid damage.
Whoa.
Conjuration wizards with that thing become horrifying.
You should ask if he has any more of those spells.
If he has any more 8th level spell slot.
She
Let's take what we get.
She took 28
Yeah.
points of acid damage.
That's not bad.
Whew. That
Nice.
hurts. And the dragon just hovers over all of you, staying in place by command of its master.
Yeah.
Fuck. Holy shit. Okay.
What?
All right. It's basically a layer action. She is now going to go. Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
This one hurts.
I hate that guy.
Okay. 7 attacks.
Hui.
2 swords come down on Ulrin. 2 swords come down on Volkar. Neuraxis gets 2 swords and a tail attack. Let me
Oh, has it got
solve.
reach?
Naraxus is getting the tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neuraxis is getting
Okay.
the tail. No, I take that back. The sword does not have reach. The tail does, so you will get a tail attack.
Oh.
So she's
Okay.
actually going to use all 6 swords on the 2 dwarves.
Yeah. 3 each, I guess.
Okay, so Ulrin gets hit. Ulrin, what's your AC? Sorry, he's got food in his mouth.
21.
Oh, you're fine. You only get hit once.
I
Really good. It's
hated
the-
Blade Ward.
That's a crit.
Let's hope I don't
on-
regret it.
That's a crit on Volkar.
Oh, I am gonna regret that Blade Ward.
Wait,
Yeah.
Ulrin.
One second.
Oh, I'm gonna
one
use
thing.
my reaction to
You're gonna
impose
impose?
disadvantage with that.
Oh,
Got it.
good.
The shield.
Sorry.
Otherwise, I
Oh
would
my
have.
god.
Okay.
I'm eating tacos.
Okay, so you each with that, you each only get hit once. These are not they are magical attacks.
Yeah, not that it
magical.
matters.
No, but I just
Not
figured I'd
yet.
say it. Ulrin, 8 points of slashing damage. I rolled bad. Volkar, math, 17 points of slashing damage.
Ow, my skin.
Go on.
Neuraxis with the tail. That's a crit.
I use Blood Curse of the Eyeless on her,
Is that in range?
and it's 60 feet.
Oh, then yes, you're fine. Okay. So
And even though I will
Disadvantage?
probably regret this, I will also amplify it so she also has disadvantage on her next attack.
take
Look,
the
I have to.
take the damage. That still hits with a 28. She rolled a 19. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not
So-
a crit.
It's not
Yeah,
a
it's
crit,
1 point to me.
correct. Okay,
It's
so you are considered grappled. She just grabs you in this giant cobra tail.
Okay.
That is okay. You're really fucking lucky. I rolled low on those 10s. That's 12 points of bludgeoning damage. She basically just beats you upside the head with her tail and then grabs you.
Okay, so and now she suffers from the sheep.
Yep. So give me that damage.
This is a really worthwhile thing to have. Come
Yes, it
on.
is.
She takes 11 cold.
Ouch. All right.
Noise.
So, has it done it? No, come on.
Okay.
Not that I
Ouch.
want her to survive or anything, but demons often have resistances. Don't forget that. I don't know
Yeah.
what they have, but
Oh no,
yeah.
she didn't take the full, but
Okay.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
making sure.
Yeah, she didn't take
There
the
were
full
three-
on that.
They were throwing fire, so I figured cold way forward.
Okay, so all right, that is her turn. This goat, there's one goat guy. He is frightened, and with the dragon overhead, needs to run as far away as he possibly can. So he's gonna run away from you, Hazel. You do get an attack of opportunity.
Yay!
I mean, I'll put him there, but he's running.
That's an 11, so
Okay,
that
so
does
no.
not hit.
Okay, but he's out of your reach right now, for the moment. This goat guy has to run and jump and land. He disappears. This guy disappears. The guards are all, you're watching them start to fall. It seems like the battle is beginning to turn at this point. The appearance of that friendly dragon has kind of buoyed the spirits of people who are fighting to try to save the city. So I am actually going to do that. Elysia, what would you like to do?
I am gonna run.
Okay.
Both bonus action and action. No, bonus action and movement to get there.
Okay.
Get closer,
Okay.
and then I am gonna cast acid arrow at the not acid arrow. That's stupid. I'm gonna cast Mind Spike
Okay.
at the 3rd level.
All right. And the blood curse of the eyeless is only disadvantage on the next attack, right?
It just gives a disadvantage on her attack.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right. Wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save.
Damn. Even with 14.
My DC is
That's
15,
what I thought. Okay.
and it's a
little
level
bad.
higher, so it's one more.
Fuck. All right.
What's one more? I'm just gonna double check that it's the
She's
damage increases by 1d8, so
Not
4d8.
resistant to psychic, so okay.
Melt her brain.
Go for it.
Only 12 points, but
Yeah, but still.
I'm happy.
It's something.
Something.
Yeah, that's.
Yep, that is definitely
More than-
something. It hurt. You watch her kind of recoil, and Neuraxis gets like tossed around a little bit as she shrinks back from your muscles. Yeah, he's got like a tilt-a-whirl in motion sickness over there. She kind of reels from that. Nice. Okay, so movement bonus attack or action, right? Okay.
That's all.
Okay. These guys are also afraid, and they're gonna run. So that effectively takes them off the map. Yeah, they're out of the order. You guys are watching. There were a lot of them, and they're starting to fall from a combination of the fear effect and the guards' blades.
Yeah.
So something.
I imagine
this
them
is-
running from the fear is causing all the
Oh yeah, they're
damage
just
to the guards.
yeah. The guards are arrows are flying. You guys are getting buzzed by arrows. You hear yelling and screaming. Yeah, it's starting to turn in the favor of the city. Hazel, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to move up here, and I'm
Okay.
going to shoot 2 crossbow at the snake woman.
Got it.
18 to hit.
That is her AC.
Phew. Oh, that would have been even higher because it's my crossbow.
Oh yeah.
So it this. Oh, nice. That's a 12 plus That's 19, and
Okay.
four of that are lightning damage.
Okay, so she'll only take 2. So okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has some resistances. So when you guys do damage to her, just spell
Okay.
out what it is. That way I know. But that still hurts.
Okay. The other one is
not happy
piercing
about that.
magical weapon. So. Okay, and then the second crossbow bolt is a. That's a 15. So that's going to
Okay.
Meow, meow.
Yeah, she's starting to hurt.
Yeah, that's my turn. I don't
Okay.
have anything else.
Neuraxis, you are grappled, and
Yep.
you're considered restrained. You can still hit her.
Okay.
You can hit the tail.
That's the thing that's literally holding me. That's yeah.
Yeah, you could try to smack her in the middle of the back if you wanted.
So, am I pulled in by the grappler, or am I still 1 away?
You're still 1 away. She hasn't pulled you in yet.
So I can't move to be flanking.
You couldn't flank anyways with being restrained.
Oh yeah.
That you'd have to free himself first,
Right.
or just hit
I mean,
the
you
tail.
can do that. You can spend your action to try to get loose.
I mean, what does being restrained do? Is that disadvantage?
It prevents you from moving.
Yeah, your speed is effectively 0 right now.
Yeah, but whatever. I can keep hitting her. That's fine.
I can still hit her. Yeah, you can hit her.
This is the same as the like chain demon. It's like pulling him in. He's like, "That's fine. I'm just gonna."
This is fine. This is
Like-
fine. You're just lucky you didn't wind up in that cage.
Yeah, true.
That would have been
Freaking
bad.
cage.
Ugh, 10.
Ugh,
No.
no,
Second attack. Come on.
Oh,
my
I am.
All right. Roll
Didn't
Do
better.
Didn't you have Did you have inspiration?
I do, but like I'd need.
Yeah,
Well, I will
Yeah.
use my.
it's a bit
Well-
low maybe.
In fact, I'm not even that hurt. No, I will. I'll use my second for the bonus action and
Okay.
heal a little bit.
Okay. Yep. So go ahead and roll that and add it in. Okay. So you guys are watching Neuraxis try to swing and miss, but this giant cobra tail just has him, and he can't quite get the purchase he needs in order to reach out and smack her. Ulrin, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna hit her with my warhammer.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my D8 inspiration that I have from Volcar.
Okay.
Ah, okay. So it's only
Stop
Only
rolling
12.
1 on my inspiration, guys.
I,
Okay.
inspire us better.
that's not.
I know I'm not really
Just put
singing
the-
today. That
put
must
the
be
onus on the
why.
bard.
Okay,
It's true.
Make
I'm
some
not
pirate songs.
singing. I'm not singing. That's why.
I missed. So as a
I don't-
bonus action, I'm gonna move my anvil up
Okay.
20 feet to there, and I guess can I? No, I probably can't attack because he's drowning at the bottom. So I'll just move it there, get it close.
Yeah, you don't
Push
need
him
to
out of the
attack.
water with
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
Just sit it on his head and just like go to sleep, buddy. Go to sleep. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Top of the round, Volcar, go ahead.
Yeah, that thing is yeah. I'm trying to yeah. There's not. Okay, I'm going to hold Battaglia for after her turn, basically,
Okay.
because I want her to be down for when the others are going to attack.
Ah, got it. Okay. So Volcar's holding at initiative 20. You guys do see the dragon, yes, and you also
So
see
yeah.
your blood hunter friends come around.
Basically, the
corner.
trigger is when she attacks.
Yes. So, okay, so let's resolve the dragon first. The dragon is going to hurl acid at her again. As I drop my d20. No, come back. No, I like this dice. Come back.
Don't let the kitty eat it.
No, Kitty's gone, and she's probably napping. That's a nope, didn't failed that save again with the 3. Okay, so 76. Oof, another 23 points. She's hurting. She is not resistant to that, so she's taken the whole damage. You're watching some of her scales start to burn and sizzle and pop. Neuraxis, you're getting the stench because you're right there, grabbed in her tail. It's pretty bad. And you guys do watch as this happens. The blood hunters come around the corner and start assist. They're over here, and they start assisting the guards with trying to round up people and just get them out of the way, taking shots. You guys both, you see, all of you manage to see their weapons. So Yorick's twin swords, he swings them around and starts just carving into demons. And you watch Teresa's longbow start firing off shots and taking out more demons. She hits one guy right in the eye and he topples over into the canal next to Volkar's next to Volkar's drowning guys. Okay, so now the Merilith is going to go. So she has her
She has disadvantage on her first attack.
on her first attack. Okay. So
Out of heaven.
Well,
okay, so she
It's
is going to
something.
pull you in, Neuraxis.
okay.
Okay. And she is going to, same kind of thing. She's going to actually make 2 attacks on the dwarves each. 2 more sword attacks on you, Neuraxis, which she will have advantage on. The tail auto hits. Because she just beat you into the ground with it. Dwarves. 1 hit on you, Ulrin. What's your AC, Volkar?
I think it's 19.
Okay, so she does hit you with a 10.
Yeah, it's
plus
19.
9. Okay, so she hits you 1 there.
Can I use my reaction for that one to make
You
it
can.
disadvantage?
Yep.
Yeah.
With disadvantage, then she misses. Okay, so no hits on
Yay.
Volkar, 1 on Ulrin. Neuraxis AC
17.
17.
Go Team Dwarf.
1 hits you, the other one misses,
Okay.
and the tail auto hits. So let me resolve damage. Ulrin. 2d8, d8, not d6. Ulrin, that is 13 points of slashing damage. Neuraxis, 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And
And she
the-
takes 4 cold.
Okay. 2.
It's something.
It's something. She's not looking happy right now. And the tail auto hits for 14 bludgeoning.
And then
On
she'll
your
take
Neuraxis.
more cold, but
Okay.
I'll do that in a minute. I've done it, yeah. And then she takes another 7 halved.
Okay, got it. She's not looking real good. She's looking pretty hurt.
Just stop hitting me and it'll stop happening.
Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself! This guy disappears. These guys are effectively off the map. So you are squared off with her. The blood hunters, the city guard, and the various mages that you are now watching in the city guard. There's usually a mage or 2 paired up with each phalanx. Are starting to make short work. It took them a little bit, but they got their shit together.
Cool.
They have a good force here. Yeah, Elysia,
Can I
what
do
would you
my
like to
thing
do?
now?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
you're
So
gonna
yeah,
force
like I
that.
said, Battaglia.
Yep.
I pop right over here.
Nice. Okay, strength save. Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Neuraxis will have to do one too, but
Oh, no.
he's cut by the tail anyway.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be able to stand when his turn comes before he strikes. So that's all right. I'm going to use an inspiration this time because I really want her to fail.
Okay.
So is it strength save?
So that's gonna be a DC 16 plus 3, DC 19 strength
Ooh.
save.
Oh, it's a good thing you rolled that fucking inspiration because she rolled a 16. Oh shit! All right.
No, wait. The helmet only helps me with strength checks, not
Checks,
strength
correct.
saves.
So
Okay.
she goes prone.
Nope.
So does the
I'm in the
rest.
tail, just like, oh god.
Yeah, you kind of. They're both prone. This big form of this snake woman goes prone, and I actually need to see if she drops anything.
Yeah,
She
I
does
should have
not.
maybe done it on Ulrin's side.
Oh. Okay, but she's prone.
Yeah.
Alicia, she's prone.
Prone?
She's prone. Just remember, for
Ranged.
ranged, you're at disadvantage, and you're at disadvantage
Yeah.
anyways. So
Yeah.
I did
have
it
to
for the
save.
melee people.
yeah,
Well,
Like Hazel's gonna be able
technically-
to get in range.
technically,
Mind Spike wouldn't
it's
do
not.
anything.
No,
No, it's not.
it's not a.
So-
You would still force her to make the save.
So let's just cast the 4th level Mind Spike at her.
Oh
Oh
god.
god damn it! All right.
See, that's why I wanted to curse her.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
That's
Yes!
Do it.
5d8.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Roll that
Order
beautiful
66.
Kill her!
Do it.
Ooh,
Give her the headache of a
26.
lifetime.
Oh.
26 points of psychic damage.
Oh my god!
That's like epic migraine right there.
Yeah.
That's-
Ooh.
Her brain should just
You know
explode.
what? Let me check.
Wipe them out. All of
Okay.
them.
So she actually, with the combination of prone and the psychic damage, you watch her drop 2 of her swords.
Is she doing the bacon?
The what?
The bacon?
Oh.
She's like,
There's a little, like, she looks like she's having a seizure. It's not cute. Okay. That was mean.
And then I'm gonna like run,
Okay. You can do that.
try and run upstairs
Okay.
with a bonus action and bonus action and movement.
Okay. Hazel, a lot just happened. She's prone
Yup.
and she's hurting.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
jump
fuck.
up here and like
Yeah, you are.
saying, and I have advantage because she's prone.
Oh yeah.
And you'd be flanking
Okay.
anyways, so yeah.
And you're flanking too,
Okay.
so
Sweet. Alright,
Oh,
let's see.
shit.
Okay, first claw strike. 21 to hit.
Yep. Okay.
So that's d8 plus.
I have that image of the honey badger eating
Okay, that's 8 points of slashing damage
Okay.
for the first hit.
Magic claws.
Mhm.
18 to hit.
That is her AC.
Okay, let me just check sure that that's right. Yes, 18 to hit. Okay. So that's 8 points of damage again.
Okay.
And the third attack is a. Damn it, that's not going to hit. That's just a. God, I hate this week. 15. So that. No, I'm committed to it. That's only a 15, so that misses
No,
sadly.
that misses, unfortunately.
Ah,
2
damn it.
claws, one each front paw digs into her, and she is and you see there's a very human emotion on her beautiful, beautiful face, and it is pain and it is fear. As Hazel just tears into her. Neuraxis.
Yep.
You're pulled in. The tail's starting to loosen on you a little bit. That would lower the escape DC.
Am I able to stand up, or am I?
She, at this point, has you pulled in, but you're still off the ground a little bit. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
technically, it's not like you went sideways when you went prone. You kind of flopped over.
Well,
But
He did kind of go sideways because he
Kind
failed
of,
the
but-
save.
Yeah, I
mean,
failed, but
with
then
him being in the tail, he can't move anyways, so
yeah, I can't
Yeah.
go anywhere.
you
And-
can
and
kind
the
of
thing-
swing at her.
The thing I thought afterward is you take half your movement to stand up, but you don't have
He has no
movement. so
half, yeah.
half of 0 is
I'll let
isn't
I'll let you
working.
make the attack. She's so wounded that
Am I flanking with Ulrin then? I guess from where I am.
you are still restrained, so there's no flanking.
She's on
Ah,
the
it doesn't make any
ground,
difference,
but he's
does
also
it?
on the ground, so the advantage
But you have
disadvantage
advantage,
cancel
yeah,
out.
Yeah,
So
straight roll.
Straight roll.
Straight roll.
I think
Okay, I got 2 attacks. This will. No, just normal.
that's why I figured afterward I
13 and
should have done it more on Ulrin's side because he
Oh,
could have
yeah.
got it up.
20 to hit on the first one.
That'll hit.
No, that's good.
Roll the damage.
D12, D12. Where are you? There. I get to reroll once, thanks to
Nice.
5, 9.
How do you want to do this?
Woo! It's like pulls an arm out from the tail wrap around and gets both arms at the top. Whacks it. Like doesn't go for like a face or the middle of it. Hits one side and takes like 2 arms off. It just lets him. He's like caught up and he can't get a proper swing. Yeah.
2 arms go.
Shit.
They
Just
fly off.
lets her bleed. He's like, oh,
Oh,
god.
yeah.
Just...
Yep, she
Yeah, that'll
is
do.
effectively exsanguinating. And she... and you watch the rest of the arms go limp and the swords clatter to the ground.
And we all start kicking the body.
And she expires.
No.
Nicely done.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
squashes his way out like a rubber ring that's too small.
For the sake of brevity, in the aftermath of this battle, you guys watch the guards slowly kind of start to reel. There are a lot of dead people. There are a lot of burned buildings. It's going to take a long time to get things even remotely back to normal. And the figure that was Camian, that is now Ralishaz, unleashed on the world, is in the wind.
Ew.
He is in the wind with whoever bears the War Pride armor.
Yeah, there's like the 10 minutes of Naraxis just running through the battle, just like demons out the way, like trying to find the guy without just like tearing through the town.
Yeah.
If you guys search the bodies, the demons don't have anything of value on them. They're demons.
Yeah, it all vanishes with them or something.
The long swords on the Merilith are +2 magical long swords. If you're so interested. Her tail, teeth, and eyes are likely worth some money to the right hunter or alchemist if you want to harvest them. And you guys are approached by both Teresa and Yorick, breathing hard. Yorick is a little wounded, but he's okay. They're checking to make sure that you guys are okay.
Yeah.
Are you?
We're
everyone
probably
alright?
in a similar state.
Is everyone? Everyone's alive, so that's something.
Yep.
That's something. And you guys watch as a young woman off to the side over here, as she was kind of frantically calling out for her mother, drops to her knees and starts clawing at her own eyes.
Oh no!
And starts
Don't
screaming, "It's
do
too
that.
much! I see everything!"
Holy shit.
And then she drops to the ground. And then
What
off
the
in the
fuck
distance,
was that?
you hear someone else yelling something very similar. And then
Yep.
another one. And then another one. And the guards are now panicked and starting to run around and try to stop these people from harming themselves. You see another young man pull his own hair out in bloody clumps. Another person's teeth
The
start to fall
fuck?
out of their mouth.
What the hell?
Some people are waving their arms, slashing at things. There's nothing there, but they're like frantically grasping at things in midair. It's not affecting everyone, just pockets.
I'm going mad.
It seems to be a form of madness. And as we wrap up today, Gilmore runs over to you. And he says, I realize that we don't know each other well, but Allura speaks very highly of you. And he nods at you, Alicia. You've been requested by the council. And that's where we'll stop.
Oh.
Happy
What a
Halloween!
game. Things have really goat out of hand.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh, we were so close. Oh.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, you guys! You let another
That's
stop
seriously,
lighting
it's really
cities
got
on
out of
fire.
hand. Jesus.
You have 6 +2 magical longswords. If you want to harvest her teeth, eyes, and tail, you can do so.
Gilmore steps up to us. We're just cutting this
Pretty
lady's
gruesome.
teeth out. Oh
Yeah.
god! Hello.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, Halloween special. Fun time, see?
Yay.
You only unleashed an old god on the world. It's fine.
You know, I was just thinking the other day, it's a shame that the whole haunted house game didn't fall on
I
Halloween,
know.
but this is better.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
This is all right.
Awesome.
Yep. Okay. Well, hey, you
Ugh.
know. Okay, so we will stop there. I actually have to skedaddle here in a few minutes, but thank you guys.
Alright.
Thank you for watching. Everyone who was watching, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Next game's November 11th. That is our charity game. Please again
Yay.
check our Twitter at terrible_party. The pinned tweet at the top is the donation link. You do not have to donate on November 11th, but we obviously would love for you to join us if you want to donate now, even if you have like $1 to throw our way.
I'm gonna link
for
the
extra
tweet in
life.
Twitter again.
Yes, thank you. Thank you
There we
so
go.
very much. And we are cresting toward 100 followers, so just note that at 100 followers, we're going to do a little giveaway. So if you can get us to 100 followers, we'll do a little giveaway. We'll do a gift certificate to Tabletop Loot. So someone can win a digital gift certificate to Tabletop Loot and get some sweet new dice. Because everybody needs some. I have some Tabletop Loot dice right here. They are gorgeous. They are the Stellar Dust that I was using last night for Murder Hobo Inc., which was a freaking blast, I have to say. I tried to rob a guy. It got bad real quick. It just went
That
haywire.
always goes well.
There were there was vomiting, copious vomiting, fart jokes. It was like 3-year-olds playing D&D. It was great. It was like, it was fantastic. So yes, if you want to Tabletop Loot, they are fantastic. So we will give a gift certificate away at 100 followers. Check us out again at Twitter, on Twitter. Sorry, I've been talking for 4 hours. At terrible_party. Come join us. Thank you again, you guys, and bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Good luck.